gold me most. Phil Spencer, the goat me most. Phil Spencer, the goat me most. The goat me most. Goat me most. The goat me most. Phil Spencer, the goat me most. The goat me most. The goat me most. Lights are flashing, the crowd's alive.
Put that cookie down
world,
now.
we're on a ride. No illness here, feel the floor ignite. It's your birthday, we'll dance all night. Party hard, it's coming, can you feel the beat? Trash fingers knocking, it's time to meet. Mario money, coins in the air. Grindhouse vibes, we're taking it there. Neon skies, level up while the music flies. Every move, we're breaking free. This birthday's pure energy. Party hard, it's coming, can you feel the beat? Trash fingers knocking, it's time to meet. Mario money, coins in the air. Grindhouse vibes, we're taking it there.
We get the win.
Game on, life's the quest tonight. Let's go. Digital groove, let's hit the height. Controllers down, we're here to play. This birthday bash will slay all day. Party hard, it's coming, can you feel the beat? Trash fingers knocking, it's time to meet. Mario money, coins in the air. Grindhouse vibes, we're taking it there. Loud and bold, tried to break the PlayStation mold. Dreams of fortune turning cold. Now he's out in the cold. Business plans were all a mess. Thought he'd take down the best. Now he's stuck in his own jest. PlayStation's past his test. Matt Booty's dream gone bust. PlayStation Once a king on a throne so high, now he's watching the time tick by. No more dreams to touch the sky, he's left with just a sigh. The market games he played so rough, found out the real stuff was tough. Now those days seem so far off, old dreams turned into a bluff. Matt Booty's dream gone bust. PlayStation outlast the rust. He tried to kill the trust. Now his empire's turned to dust, to dust. The Matt Booty's dream gone bust. PlayStation outlasts the rust. He tried to kill the trust. Now his empire's turned to dust. Yeah. 3,000 grinders, yeah, we climb so high. Splitting quality every day, reaching for the sky. Gaming world, beware, we got the winning vibe. Grinding through the night, can you feel the tribe? Controller in my hand, can't slow down this flow. Leveling up fast with every game will show. Top the leaderboards, yeah, watch the numbers rise. Eyes on the prize, we're aiming for the skies. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great. Every click, every move, we break the mold. Adventures and pixel stories unfold. Together we conquer, nothing to fear. 3,000 grinders, let them hear. Wake up, game on, we never quit the race. Pushing the limits at a breakneck pace. Victory tastes sweet, fortune we chase. 3,000 grinders, we own this space. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great. Wake up, game on, we never quit the race. Pushing the limits at a breakneck pace. Victory tastes sweet, fortune we chase. 3,000 grinders, we own this space. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great. Every click, every move, we break the mold. Adventures and pixel stories unfold. Together we conquer, nothing to fear. Grinding hard for a future great. wake up, game on, we never quit the race. Pushing the limits at a breakneck pace. Victory tastes sweet, fortune we chase. 3,000 grinders, we own this space. 3,000 grinders, we own this space.
Where the box is in the name of our brand.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How you doing out there? It's Gaming Grindhouse Monday nights and a special show. A special show. It is the Grindhouse Birthday Bash. That's right, grinders. It's birthday time. It's my birthday. Happy birthdays. And yo, I see a lot of people out there with April birthdays as well. Shout out to you. Enjoying your month, man. We are cooking. April is here. And I feel older, man. It's been a busy day. I can't. It's wild times, man. Wild times. Busy day. Trying to get everything together, and you know it's been great, yo. And shout out to everybody coming on in here. But I wanted to definitely do a special show for the Grindhouse tonight. And considering that it just happened to fall on a Monday, wildness. But shout out to everybody coming on in here. Hit that like button. We got a show, and you know what's funny? We got a trifecta of a show. We're going to talk each one of them. We got Nintendo, we got Sony, and we got Microsoft. It is going to be a very interesting show. We're going to hit them all up. Hit them up, Tupac style. And Ron M with the 10 gifted grinders. Thank you again. And Dan S with 1. Yo, shout out to you guys giving out those VIPs. I appreciate it all, man, and enjoy. If you get a VIP tonight, shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit those extra emojis and definitely spread the love because it's awesome. We're on our way to the next emoji. We are 90 short of that emoji. We dropped a little bit, but we're gonna get up there. We're gonna get up there. We lost some members. If you like the content, subscribe, grinders, and hit that member button.
You're my #1 customer.
I'm giving it all I got. Ow! Shout out to everybody coming on in, man. Do whatever I can. I got the music. I got the videos. It's all coming. Not stopping. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, damn. Shouldn't be saying that. Diddy style. Damn, not this time. Tell him, Phil. Lucci Sky with the 5. He goes, HBD OG Grinder. Hey, thank you so much, man. Lucci, the OG. And Data War with the 5. He gives me the little stickers of the gamer. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, man. Glaze. That's right, Aaron Brown. Thank you, Data War. Thank you, Lucci. Shout out to you guys coming on in here. Yeah. Glaze. Yo, that glazing. Yo, I'm going to tell you right now. There's a special, we're going to do a special thing. It may be one of the highlights of this year. But grinders, it is going to be a special birthday. Toolman using all the emojis. Shout out to Toolman. The tools are here. We can start, everybody. The Toolman is here. We could start. I got the tools. We're not waiting on them. Nintendo needs some tools as well. Grinders. I got it. Don't worry. Valve's going to be in there during the Xbox COD. So it's wild. But if you're talking about glazing, dude, we got some Krispy Kreme levels of glaze. I'll hit you up with the glazed warning before we go over the video because it is like a Krispy Kreme donut going back and forth under the glaze. It's one of those glazes. Yeah, it's one.
The Xbox glaze and the glaze in Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
Yeah, it's one of those glazes. We got one of those glazes. Oh, man, one of those. Yo, Steven Leon, what's up, man? Yo, the 20. Holy crap. Steven, get your ass in here. I've been trying to get you. If you have the mic, Steve, I got the Discord open. You can get in here, yo. I appreciate it, man. With the 20 VIPs, he's hitting them all up. Hit them up. Hit them up. Hit them up. Yo. Yo. Where we go?
Happy birthday, Grindhouse. There is no illness here. This is not a rooftop party. Happy birthday, Grindhouse. Now hit that like.
There you go. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Yo, shout out to Steven Young. Yeah, Steven Young, Discord's open. You want to come in? Yeah, I got you in there. I added you to the thing. I know you're an April birthday as well. Celebrate the birthday show here. Big Razzo with the 10. He goes, happy birthday, Jez. First round on the Grindhouse on me. Yo, shout out to you. Thank you so much, Big Razzo. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That's right. There's some drinks. Yo, I drank some mojito today. I had some Mai Tai yesterday. It's been wild. I've been drinking too much. Yo, I hit one of those Mai Tais in the can. Dude, it was like 14% alcohol. I was numb from my lips to my fingers. Oh, damn. I was, yo, I might have a conversation with Phil Ness. Yo. Listen, I don't even know how to use the friggin' Discord. Thrifty got to show me how to use the goddamn Discord. I was sending messages to people. Listen, I'm old now. Discord is beyond me. I don't even know what's going on. I need Nintendo levels of Discord right now because I don't know. I'm sending messages, friend requests. Well, I'm 45. That's it. 45 and gaming and VR all day long, baby. Ready to go. I'm cooking. That's right, Toolman. That's right. I'm cooking. So, yeah, gaming in the 80s. My first NES was 85, 84. That was my first game. I had the Atari, the Colecos, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's what I started with. Coleco and Atari 2600. And then Nintendo was like one of my big things. That was the big thing. And then Super NES. Yep. And that's it. I was Nintendo all the way going up, man. I was Nintendo, man. That's young, Mr. Tennis says. Yes, it is. It is. It doesn't matter how old you are as long as you're young at heart. That's what I say. Grinders, that's what it's all about. Game, play, all the things. And I think gaming keeps us young, too. That's what I think, too. You know, you can relate. You play with the kids. You know, my kids, they play the games and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's good. The Phil side. Cephalon Snow, member of the year, dude. Shout out to VIP Grinder, Cephalon Snow. He says, happy birthday, Jez. Entry level makes you strong. Every level up makes you stronger. Thank you so much. Yes, you learned so much from the year before. There it is. So yeah, but no, man, I tell you, it's young at heart, and yeah, I try to, I'm into all the stuff there. I was there when they buried ET. That's right. When Agent Nelson pulled ET out of the hole, I was like, yeah, I remember that when they buried ET. I actually had that game. I had that game. I had Compost. I had ET. I didn't know how to play it. It was so confusing, that freaking game. But I had the game before it went into the landfill. You know? But I do feel, the VR, listen, I'm telling you to this day, Synth Riders in PlayStation VR2 is lit. And if you're an 80s baby like me, man, the side B of the Synth Riders, man, they got all the 80s jams on there. They got Don't Stop Me Now. They got Africa. Dude, I've been jamming. My arms are like rubber bands playing Synth Riders. It's been wild. And then if you missed my stream, I was Grindhouse Soprano. If you missed that one, I did the stream yesterday. I got to do it again. But what happened was that I saw the time. I had to go. It was a busy weekend. I was like, holy crap, what time it is. But man, I was lost in Hitman World. Your game is crazy. If you want a VR game to just show people, and also a PlayStation VR2 game, man, the Hitman Assassination VR2, man, it is friggin' incredible. First, it looks incredible. And let me just get back. This is like just what we get into the things. But first, it's the full game. So it's not like a bootleg kind of like slimmed down version of VR, right? It is the full friggin' game. And everything's available to you. You just interact with it from VR. It's crazy. Grindhouse Soprano. I was hitting people with the bat, taking them outside. I moved the people over for the. I'll show you one of the highlights of the Grindhouse Soprano here. And actually, it was there was I got in the hell. I'll show you some of the highlights from the Grindhouse Soprano because it was damn funny. If you missed it, I got the stream right here. I got the stream definitely go check it out. But man, it was crazy. I went in here. I went into the Miami one, right? I'll show you here. Watch this. I show you who I met in there. Wait, hold on. You'll like this highlight. Here's a Grindhouse highlight reel. Here it is.
is
There we go. Watch this.
Italian Mafia. I go in the right way.
See, I got
Excuse me,
frisked.
everybody.
I went in there the right way.
Sir?
Watch what happens. Watch who I see.
Look, I'm like Phil Spencer. I'm touching everybody.
Oh shit!
2
Oh
billion
shit!
people. Sir. Sir. Game Pass.
Oh, this is not the
Hold on, I'm
Hitman.
the Game Pass.
This is not the Hitman I thought it was.
Move out of the way.
Game Pass simulator. Phil Spencer simulator.
Where's...
With a little line to see Phil. Look, watch
Sir.
this.
Sir. Excuse me. Excuse me, I gotta see him. Phil Spencer's here. Excuse me, lady. Phil! Phil! Sign me! Sign me, Phil! Phil! Sorry. All right, I'll sign the asses. I'll sign. Who wants to get a signature from Phil?
Dude, they called the cops on me. I took over the Phil Spencer autograph signature. And then then what happens, I got into a mascot outfit. Here. I'll show you. I found some guy in the mascot. I tried getting into I got into the VIP area. Because I saw the VIP right here. Watch. Because I thought this was a rooftop parties.
VIP access, baby.
I couldn't get the door open.
So you can't get in here? VIP, that's for me.
They wouldn't let me in.
Access, baby.
They wouldn't let me in.
Woo-hoo. Hello.
Trespassing.
Whoa. I don't have an invitation.
Phil Spencer behind there.
Oh, who's that guy? Who's it?
So I needed to kill this guy to get his outfit. I got in VIP.
I gotta be this guy.
That was Aaron Greenberg in the goddamn birthday
I'm gonna
suit.
follow him.
So wait, so this is what they show you. So I finally get into that costume, and then I find the rooftop parties. Watch this. Watch, I find the rooftop party. Hold on, yeah, here he is. Here's the guy right here.
Hold on, this guy don't know.
He didn't care. I was standing behind him.
No.
I took his clothes. Leave the cannolis. But then I just want to show you. I found the rooftop party. Watch.
A paint room.
I was at Fan Fest. Look, I made the Fan Fest.
Uh-oh, here's the party.
Made it.
This is what Fan Fest is like. Look
See?
at this.
Look, I was showing my moves. I found the 3 C's. Well, I was like, where are the games? Where are the games?
Come on. He's so Colt Eastwood. Where's Colt Eastwood? Where is he? Oh, he's probably in the champagne room with Phil Ness.
Oh,
shit. He's in
shit.
the champagne room.
On their little
Goddamn champagne
Yeah,
room
there
he was at.
We found them. Uh-oh. Can't go in there. Sorry.
little Fisher Price plastic toy.
What are these guys doing?
And they're killer games that are it's the little Animal Crossing.
But then I did get wild. I did take out enough. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this game really awesome.
You're next. Take a walk, sir.
Watch.
Sir, please.
Watch Grindhouse Soprano
Take
here.
a walk.
That's right. You didn't see
You
anything.
didn't see anything.
That's
I'm
right,
about
you
to
didn't
do
see
some
anything.
business. Uh-oh, where's this guy going? Don't
Taking
go
care of
behind
business.
there. You getting in there?
The funds. Carmella. I gotta give him a feed Carmella.
Oh, snap.
Dude, fake
I'm
drop.
sorry. Ah!
There you go. I'm giving him the Tony Soprano there.
Can anyone please help me?
Whoa,
It-
where you going?
There's a rat. See, I found the rat.
Give me this.
You're my #1 customer.
Took his clothes.
Oh, the gun. There's a gun. Give me that thing. You, get over here. Nobody saw you. Get over here. Yeah, that guy. He didn't see anything. Yeah, get over here. Get over there.
Watch the timing of this.
Come on, work with me here.
There you go. Put him in the Jersey swamp.
He was just swimming. He's just swimming. There's nobody here. That guy's swimming. See?
Command! I said command! Have you guys gone home or what?
See what I mean?
Yo, that was some good timing right
now,
there.
I'm security now.
And then, yeah, the guy talking to Phil. Watch this.
Ted here. Just returning your call.
This guy.
The cheap.
Hey, listen to this guy.
One of the country's most influential military-grade moneymen.
Look at the witnesses. Yeah, my phone boy.
Phil, it's Ted here.
Oh, he's talking to Phil.
He's talking to Phil. Look, I threw the coin for him. I was like, hey, you talking to Phil? Here's a month of Game Pass.
Oh, dude, it's coins.
Oh, shit, he's like a month of Game Pass. Hold on.
Shiny coin over there.
Dollar Bill Phil just dropped one. give him 2 weeks. Give him 2 weeks.
Hello, sir. Yeah, you took my coin, bitch.
Dude picked it up.
Phil, it's Ted here. Just returning your call before heading over to the expo building to meet Knox.
Beautiful pictures.
Dude. Yeah, but then I did go. I just wanted to show my John Wick, my Baba Yaga. Hold on, this is the highlight. Grind, you've seen all the highlights. But definitely check it out because it definitely involves.
Now we're cooking.
It just showed my John Wick skills. All right. I killed him with a pencil, a goddamn pencil.
Hey, sir. Pia! Oh man,
I missed him with the goddamn thing. Wait, watch this. Oh, the neck! Oh man, dude, it's so satisfying driving people in the neck with the thing.
You know, with this blade, I'm experienced. Oh, in the face!
Dude, this game is so much fun just running around with a scissor. Yo, this is wild.
Oh man, that must have hurt. You too? Pia!
Hey!
Goddamn John Wick.
Who wants? Goddamn Baba Yaga. I'm gonna be like John Wick. He killed somebody with a pencil. I killed somebody with a pencil.
Dude, you just you aim at their head and just toss it. It just stares around the face.
He killed.
Watch this guy. Watch the I just go crazy with the scissors.
Baba Yaga.
Oh, I missed him. See, he was moving. Watch this.
What?
Oh! Yo! Oh yeah. See, I got it. I don't know. I did snap movement. Yeah. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun, dude. I'll tell you the way they did it, it's freaking kick ass. The way they did it, it was so freaking cool. But yeah, definitely, it was really cool. That's I'm gonna do more of it. So if I like one of the streams, yo, Steven Leon with the 50. What's up, man? He goes, so I would love to get on, but I'm a turd. Oh shit, that would call yourself a turd. He says I'm donating more drinks. 45. I remember when I was 45. 54 now. Had a doc appointment. Now had a doc appointment. Set up an old man butt exam. Oh shit, please. Please, that's all I'm hearing now. That's all I hear. I'll get on another day. I gotta get the fucking booty scoping. Goddamn Matt Booty gonna be scoping my ass. Oh no, not like this. By the way, my sons are not here to help me. Talk about Discord. That's right. But thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. I'll get you on, man. I'm gonna get you on. For that, but definitely we'll get you on this month for your birthday month, man. We'll get you in here. But anyway, so yeah, that was the stream for that show. So definitely check that out there. And yeah, it was fun. Also, I did do a legacy stream of Wolverine on the PlayStation 3 grinders because of my retro nights. So if you like those, I got tons of games that we could play and stream. And because of my setup, I'll definitely fine tune it so it doesn't drop all the time. I think it was my bitrate was too high. But I finally got it set up. So when you know what that Kinhank got, yo, I'm telling you right now, if you have a PC, the Kinhank goddamn hard drive, it's on Amazon for like $240, $230. Dude, you plug it into your PC, got friggin' everything. Everything. I'm talking arcades, everything. You plug it in, you set it and forget it. And if you need to get a couple here and there, dude, I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, dude, that thing, you plug it in. I even cloned it. I got another 12 terabyte hard drive. Dude, it's 12 terabytes and it needs a plug. But that Kinhank thing, man, on Amazon, whoo, I did a review. If you got a VIP, definitely check it out because I did a whole review of what's on there and everything like that under the members stream. But yeah, it is so awesome. Everything. They even have a cool thing was all a pinball emulator. So basically, people make all pinball. If you love pinball, they basically use I forgot what it was called now. It's like a pinball. Is a pinball simulator that people modeled real pinball machines, and it's virtual pinball. And basically, they made that, and that is in there as well. Even hacks, Genesis hacks. They got what is it? I'll show you some of the crazy stuff. They even take the Mugen, that fighting engine, basically throwing like Scooby-Doo in there, fighting some Chun-Li, and they got the Mugen engine in there with all different fighting people that they put in there, like crazy stuff. And there's even the what is the other one? Beats what is it? Streets of Rage engine, and they basically made all different types. They got a Mario fighting game, they got a Sonic fighting game, they even got some wacky stuff, dude. It is crazy. But I'm telling you, that thing, it's on Amazon. It's like $250 for the hard drive with everything on it. It was crazy. Incredible. But anyway, let's go to what's coming. And you know what? I lost my It's Coming button, grinders. So I don't know what happened. It erased. I got too excited hitting it, and now it's done. So
Xbox, no.
that one works. And Shaggy.
Indie's the best Xbox exclusive.
All right, that one works.
And specifically,
all right, we got some of them are working, but yeah, the It's Coming one, he's
PlayStation.
But we got you there. We got Xbox Wolfman. We got him. So anyway, grinders, out of the blue. So this is your PlayStation section. Out of the blue, Sony starts sending out, or Bungie starts sending out marathon gameplay reveal. Prepping for a gameplay reveal of Marathon, grinders. Listen. Here it is right here. And this gives a little bit of the aesthetics of what it's going to look like. Grinders, I don't know. I don't know. But it might as well be Bungie. Because some of the bitches that canceled everything and have a lot to say and nothing to show for it, to be the next service game from PlayStation out the goddamn window. April 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, there will be a marathon gameplay reveal. So this gives you a kind of an image of what it looks like. It looks a little cartoony. We got a little bit of the cartoons here. Let's see what the YouTubers have. The tubes. So this is what they've done here. Game and development, content subject could change. This is what they got. So here's your little, this is the save the date trailer. You got blue blood, alien blood. Now remember, it's an extraction shooter. Definitely colorful. It's a colorful game. And that must be the extraction beam in the back. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The colors are good. Extraction shooter coming. We know that Helldivers 2 wasn't a good extraction. But and again, this is on everything. They could download some space or something like that on Xbox. They were pre-downloading something, but it was just like an empty shell. I don't know why Xbox makes you pre-download it. But they said so I was looking because I saw people like pre-downloading it on Xbox. And hold on, let me show you. So I had people were pre-downloading it on Xbox. It showed up. The page is live on the Xbox store, and I saw some people downloading it, and Bungie clarified that that does not mean there's a stealth drop on there. So that was something that they mentioned. You know, it does, just because it's able to pre-download, it doesn't mean it's gonna stealth drop. But I think it's coming out rather soon. Yeah, here, this is where they clarified it here. They say here, Marathon Alpha Beta preload isn't live yet. The 300 megabyte file on Xbox is just a placeholder. It's something Xbox does for all games to prep for actual downloads. So no, it doesn't necessarily mean a shadow drop or release soon. So I think that happened. I think after this gameplay reveal, they're probably going to open up the beta or the alpha, Cousin's former roommate beta, obviously. And you know, hopefully they learn from their beta to do this, to make this game successful. Here's some more screenshots from the reveal, like when they had it back then. So it definitely has a cool look to it. Like it's like a cyberish kind of, you know, the blue blood. This is for CGI though. This is not really. I don't think this was gameplay from it, but yeah, it could be something. You know, I again. We will see. We know that they know how to do shooters. This is definitely, you know, this is Bungie. So they know how to do shooting. They know the gameplay loop. Like, that's the thing. The aesthetics are there, but they know the gameplay loop. Dude, they look like Spartans. I think we'll be playing. Well, Marathon basically was the origin of Halo anyway. Marathon came out, and there was a couple of things from Marathon that basically they used to influence them to influence the creation of Halo. So Marathon was there before. That was their first game. So we'll see. You know, we will see what this turns out to be. But April 12th. So we're cooking this live service game. So those that don't like live service games, you may want to look elsewhere. But yeah, they're here. So we got hold on. I just want to make sure I got this stuff. I forgot thing we got. Let's see, get 20, 30, 31, and 32. All right, 63, 60 things. There we go. Yeah, so we'll see. We will see. So I think you know, and again, when is it coming out? We have Death Stranding 2 coming out in June. And then this probably will have a beta, and maybe, you know, maybe it releases sometime in the next month or two. But they do, hey, they do make good shooters, and they do know that gameplay loop. You know, that was the thing. People complain all they want with Destiny, but you can't complain that the gameplay is what really was the essence of Destiny. The story, the characters, you know, you take it or leave it, and the way they rolled it out and the way they did Destiny, all that is, you know, subject to criticism, obviously. But the gameplay loop, that's what they do. The 15, 20, 30 second gameplay loop, and just keep doing it. But I definitely think there's gonna be some sort of beta alpha probably coming out, probably not on the 12th, but maybe the week after or something like that. But I think it's pretty interesting that they already have the store page, so there probably is definitely gonna be something, either pre-order or pre-download the beta that may be available over a weekend or something like that. And it'll be interesting to see if PlayStation or something gets the beta early, or they're not going to play that card, and they just kind of leave it out there for everybody to play it on the same day, which I would think so. I don't think Sony's going to be that. Who knows? Sony's petty. You know, they may make it a PlayStation first beta. I don't know. PlayStation PC first, skip Xbox. Why not? Everybody else skips them, you know? Everybody else skips them. Why not?
Skip. Yeah. But skip. Where you go? Skip.
So I don't know, man.
What was that? Skip.
I don't know. I don't know what they can do here. But it looks interesting, and I'm interested to see. But it is, you're right, Jack. It is weird. A Saturday. So April 12th is a Saturday. Strange time to play. Like, you would think if they're going to do a Saturday, then probably have a beta ready to go in the weekend, right? I don't know. I don't know why you would do a teaser on a Saturday if it wasn't that. And we know that Bungie Day is always, I think it's July 7th. July 7th is Bungie Day. I think it's July 7th. So that might be a game that might be when it comes out. July 7th on Bungie Day. Who knows? That PlayStation card. Who knows outside? I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. Sony flexes in really crazy ways. So I don't know what they're gonna, how they're gonna cook, what they're gonna do, and we'll see. We will see what they do. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Cooking from them. But yeah, I think it looks good. But again, we got to see what the we have to see what the gameplay is and what the gameplay loop. And again, like, I always feel like this is the thing. My thing is with these service games. Yo, Splitgate 2, I love Splitgate 2, and that's like basically Halo. Like, I love my Splitgates. Splitgate definitely is definitely something that I do like. I really like the gameplay of Splitgate. I really like that. But the thing with these service games is always the issue is that it gets this huge influx of people in the beginning. It looks so awesome. You're playing it, constantly playing it, but then after a few weeks or so, it fizzles out. The gameplay loop gets dull. They try to throw in some early content to pretend they have some sort of roadmap, an extra character, an extra thing, and maybe that keeps you there for another month. And you go, this is awesome, this is good. But then it kind of fizzles away, and everybody just goes back to what they play, and it stays there. And I don't know, man. And we see this all the goddamn time with these service games. I jump back into Marvel Rivals and stuff, but I'm not playing that thing as much. Bungie's Day, I'm just going based off Bungie Day, Lucci. Like, if Seeds says that, maybe Seeds is pretty good with his stuff. I know he has people he talks to, Detective Seeds. So, like, he may be right, but I know that Bungie Day is always July. I think it's July 7th. I think it's July 7th. So they could be looking around there, since Marathon was like one of their first games for Bungie Studios. Maybe there, but like again, I'm not going like just service game wise, and it's going to be probably free, obviously free to play service game, put on everything. But it does have a potential. It's a first person shooter to pull away from Apex Legends, to pull away from Call of Duty Warzone, which they just released Dusk, where the hell it is, and it brought back a couple of people. It seems like they didn't hit the big numbers that they were thinking about when I was looking at Charlie Intel. It brought back about a good 15,000 increased playing it. But I don't know if you recall. Oh, he was talking about Ghost. He was talking about Ghost Tsushima. Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody was really talking about Marathon. I don't think anybody was talking about Marathon. Ghost is in July. I think that's too close. I wouldn't put Ghost in July if you have Death Stranding in June. I wouldn't put Ghost in July. Ghost definitely should be a August, September game. I think definitely there, or October. If Grand Theft Auto is coming out in November, October game will be good for Ghost there. But I wouldn't be putting Ghost a month after that one. And I don't know when Marathon comes out. Like, where did they drop this one? Did they drop this one? Do it in a beta for a month and then do it, or are they gonna keep it in beta? But there's a potential to pull first person shooters away from what it is. What's up, Holomoko? But yeah, see, it's supposed to have 3 maps. Most extraction shooters have 1. We'll see. Again, the content, the content, the gameplay loop, which I think the gameplay and shooting is going to be great. It's really going to be the content and stuff, and how they keep people interested in doing this stuff. Like, I think Helldivers 2 did a fantastic job. I don't know why they stopped with the whole how people want unlocking stuff. I thought the way, and I say this to this day again, the way they allowed for unlocking the mech, that you had to liberate a planet and everybody was doing the meta game in Helldivers 2, that model is impeccable. Like, I think that's, if you want to copy and paste something, copy the meta game in Helldivers 2. Make these matches have a purpose, not just for leveling up and getting leveling up a battle pass to get some skin and some goddamn back bling and some bullshit stickers. Thank you, Devil Shooter. I appreciate it. Like, don't make it feel like a grind. Make it feel like we're achieving something. And I feel like Helldivers 2, with the liberating, every mission you did a little bit to the meta game of it, to liberate the planet, to unlock a new ability that everybody could use. Dude, it was so awesome. That kind of level of meta game. Make it to a bigger battle. You have the power of online. You know? Thank you. Thank you, Lucci Sky. I appreciate it, man. So I just hope that we see, because I think Helldivers 2 did a great job on it. I think having matches mean something to a gameplay element or some sort of progression in the game is better than just kind of like, all right, well, I did well. Let me get, okay, now I'm level 5. That unlocks something in the free pass, but I didn't get the other pass. And then just that's where I feel like then the grind kicks in. Like, you know, they could have done something like with big Secret Wars or something like that in Marvel, where there was some sort of meta kind of overworld game or some multiversal war going on, and that your match does something with that multiversal war. Like, what faction do you pick? You know what I mean? Do you want to be this side or this side? Yeah, you could be all the same characters, but the faction that you chose, your wins contribute to some sort of Grandmaster build up at the end of the month. That's what I feel like would be better, because it removes the element of the grind and just kind of like, okay, oh, we won. It doesn't matter if I win or lose. What level did I get? Okay, up level 15. Bling, bling, bling. All these things are flashing up on the screen. On your screen, you're like, sticker unlocked. Do you want to buy the battle pass? Level 7. It's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. You get all this shit popping up. It's like, unlocked, unlocked, unlocked. If you buy the battle pass for $20. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, okay. Well, it's a $10 battle pass. You have enough money to, and then you just feel like you're just going through the motions and wasting my time. Because I don't feel like there's any progress. I don't feel like there's anything. So we'll see what the model is, but I do think Helldivers 2 did a great job on kind of limiting that feeling of a grind and making it look like the wins and what you do actually meant something. So then what? Is that Mondo? What does this have better tones than what? Than Helldivers 2? I don't know if Zapmondo's talking to me, but he says, nah, Jez, this game has a way cooler tone than that. What, the Helldivers 2? But they could do something like this, like liberating planets or something like that. But again, another sci-fi, so we will see what they do. They definitely look like Halo. Better watch out. Halo Infinite. I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be a single player campaign. I think they says in the trailer that there's this. Oh no, we don't see that one. Let me see. It says it here. What does it say here? It says in the beginning. Online subscription may be required. Interconnection. Game and development. Does have a cool vibe to it though. Does have a cool vibe. Like, this is them controlling the camera and stuff like that. Like, does have a cool vibe. And I do like the planets in the background. The colors pop. It definitely has a unique sense to it. So it doesn't look like a carbon copy of something that's already out there. Oh, Zapmondo says, no, Jez, it has puzzles and you're supposed to extract with the solution to affect the lore of the game. Oh, that sounds cool. I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. See, so like, see that's what I'm talking about. That's like something along the level of that what you're doing is not just getting levels. You're actually doing something to contribute either to the story or to, you know, some sort of gameplay element or things like that. Well, that's interesting. Thanks, Mondo, for letting me know that. But yeah, that sounds cool now. That I like that. That's exactly what I was referring to with Helldivers 2. How it was more than just the leveling up there. But I tell you, it looks good. It has a cool tone to it. But we will see. April 12th, Grinders. Surprise, surprise. There you go. Cyber Dragon, thank you. Member of 39 months. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Evening chat, mods, grinders, and the host, Jez7780. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here for my birthday, Cyber Dragon. One of the OGs all the time, man. And he streams like a boss, Cyber Dragon, man. I always see him. He plays through the whole game, man. He's Cyber Dragon. He streams all the time. Go watch him over on YouTube, man. He always streams. He's hardcore. OG grinder there. Yep. So this is coming. It's coming. So yeah, Zamando, that's similar to like what Helldivers 2 did, where one of your teammates has to do the puzzle and people have to defend them. So that sounds awesome. I like that. That's new. So I can't wait to see it. This is a surprise. It seems like they're even sending out the goddamn they're sending out the press kits. Mr. Yellow Chair got one. Everybody already got the kits. So they're ready starting the glaze. They're starting that marathon glaze. Yo, shout out to Cyber Dragon with the 5 VIPs. Thank you, Cyber Dragon. I appreciate it, man. We're on our way to that emoji. What will it be? Grinders, this is winning right now. This is winning right now. Where is it? Not that glaze. Where's the other glaze? Ah! April 12th is April Fool's for Bungie? Oh, no, not like this. No, it can't be that. No, we got the we're on our way to the where the hell? Man. I got so many things now. Grinders. This thing evolved into something that's crazy. Yeah, Toby has produce. This thing evolved into something crazy. I got so much stuff on here, man. It's like I need like a circuit. I need like a grinds board number 2 on here to manage all this stuff. Hey, shout out to Lone Gamer, man. He goes, hello, folks. How you doing today? Jez, happy birthday. I dig your style of podcast. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Man. Just shoot from the hip and talk about the topics for gamers and have some fun while doing it. Why not? Yo, I just saw that. Yo, the Tron movie, dude. Sony got the glaze. That's right, Jack. They sent out the glaze kits. They sent out the glaze kits to everybody. So everybody getting the glaze kits. Yo, that Tron. Yo, I'm hyped for that, man. That Tron video. Yo, they're in the real world now. Yo, I'm hyped for that Tron movie. Oh, and by the way, I saw the Minecraft movie over the weekend. My kids made me go see it. And listen, the Minecraft movie, listen, it's all right. But if you could go watch the movie by yourself and you're not really into Minecraft, it is a little hokey dokey. But it's for the kids. For the kids. It's a nice kid movie. They liked it. People were clapping and cheering. It was a very just lighthearted movie and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw it in 3D. I didn't even know I booked the 3D tickets. But I saw it in 3D. It wasn't that crazy. It was no crazy 3D effects. Like, it was neat. It was not a bad movie. And I don't play goddamn Minecraft. Tequila Night with the 5. What's up, man? Love tequila. Tequila is my favorite drink. That's right, Tequila Night. But that's it. But I tell you, Grinders. Skip. Wild Wolf says skip the movie. Listen, I'm going to tell you my Minecraft story, right? And then we'll go into the next topic. Let me tell this will lead us right into Xbox. Let me tell you my Minecraft story, right? I don't play that game. And you know what happened? I booted up Minecraft. One of my friends on Xbox Live had a server, right? Thank you, Anonymous Boss. I appreciate it. Let me tell you this Minecraft story. So, and by the way, for the kids, I printed out my to show you one of the Grindhouse prints I made. Somebody had this one, dude. I printed this out, this lamp. I printed out this Minecraft lamp. And it lights up from the bottom. Let me tell you a Minecraft, dude. A Minecraft movie. Yo, Outside Gaming Night, let me tell you this. So the Minecraft movie, dude, there was not a reference to Xbox. You didn't see any Microsoft anything. You think that they would throw that in there? There was nothing. There was no handheld Xbox tease. Dude, they would have been wild if they showed somebody playing on a handheld Xbox, something like that. Dude, there was no Xboxes in the show. Like, even when they were gaming, I think you could they didn't even like blatantly hand off a Xbox controller. Like, Microsoft was like hands off with this thing. Like, there was no like indication at all that Xbox or Microsoft was involved in this. Pretty wild. Not even a subtly at all. But my Minecraft, my friend, one of the guys of my friends, dude, it is big. This is big. Huge pause. Josh says it's big. It's dense as hell. You can knock somebody out with this thing. That's a hardcore. They put a lot of infill in that thing, but it lights up. It's not super bright though. But let me tell you, he told me when I go into his server, he goes, okay, you could build a house on my server. He says he gave me a tour. He says, here's the main area. Here's all the supplies in the air. This is me in my Minecraft, my one and only time in Minecraft. He goes, okay, here are the supplies. Here's the rocks and all this other stuff. You could use the supplies from the clubhouse, but you need to replenish them. I was like, what I got to do? He goes, follow me. I followed him to a hole in the ground. It wasn't ET. Followed him to a hole in the ground. And he goes, this is where you mine. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, you get the pickaxe, and this is when you mine. So when you log in, you got to be here at the mine. That's your job. My job? He goes, yeah, that's what you do. You got to make up for the stuff that you take from the clubhouse and replenish it. So I'll show you where you can mine for redstone. You can mine from from silk and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, this is where you work. I'm like, work? What do you mean I work? He goes, when you get into the server, you go to the mines and you mine for stuff. And you work your way up and eventually you could live. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm working. You mean I got to sit here? Yeah, that's what you do. You mine. Where do you think we got all the supplies from? I'm like, what are you talking? Like, what? He says, when you log in, this is where you go. I was like, I don't want to build it. He's like, no, but you got to build a house here. And then I was like, well, whose house is this? He goes, that's somebody else's house. You can't go in there. I'm like, what do you mean I can't go in their house? He goes, nope, you're not allowed to go in their house when they're not on the server. They got to invite you in. I was like, it's fucking vampire. What do you mean? He got to invite me in. He goes, it grinds labor. Dude, this is ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell is this game? I go, oh, look, there's sheep. He goes, you can't touch those sheep. That's our farm. What do you mean there's a farm? Our other guy, he takes care of the sheep. I mean, he takes care of the sheep. Yo, get out of here. I'm like, well, what do I eat? He goes, well, you hunt for food if you want. When our hunter comes back, he fills us up. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is this shit? And he's like, you got to make sure you have a bed because when it gets dark out here, they're going to come in there. You got to make a house. But you got to start in the mines because all of us did the mines. And now you go there. And then he showed me a toy. He goes, here's the jail cell in our house. I'm like, what jail cell? He goes, yeah, if you break the rules of the server, we put you in the jail. I mean, the jail? I'm like, is this supposed to be fun? Like, we supposed to be like, am I supposed to have a smile on my face when I'm like doing chores for you guys? This is how we built our community. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is some Phil Ness right here. I was like, yeah, you blow up my house. I'm done. I'm not. That was it. It was one night only. Goddamn, one night only in Minecraft. I was in, I was out, I'm done.
Where the box is in the name of our brand.
I got goddamn 4 hours to play every night. I am not doing goddamn chores and grinding some goddamn labor and 4-bit bullshit. It's like, and you do all that work and my house still looks like shit because it's Minecraft style. Dude, I'm not. I don't know who does this. Hey, bless you, grinders, if you are those people that run servers and do all this shit, but I don't have. Wait, I got the words for you right here. One of the OG clips.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got 3 hours. Bullshit is somebody gonna make me do chores. I'll fold my own fucking towels and wash my own ass. I don't need to be washing somebody else's ass when I'm online. Get the hell out of here. Watching houses, you'll go put in the jail. You imagine, the kids are sleeping. I got a couple hours tonight. Let me go. You broke goddamn Phil's house. You got to go to jail. The fuck you mean? You got to go sit in the jail. I got 2 hours to play tonight. What do you mean? You go sit in the jail. We'll tell you when you can leave. Holy shit. You imagine that? And you can't quit because your hours only work while you're online. Yo. You mad? I don't know. And I don't mean to disrespect those in the grindhouse that do this shit, but
ain't nobody got time for that.
Dude, I got 2 hours to play tonight. The kids are sleeping. Fuck if I'm going to jail in Minecraft jail because I didn't goddamn farm some bullshit or I killed somebody's sheep. Well, I hit the fence and the sheep got away. Put my ass in jail. 2 hours sitting in Minecraft jail. This is my 2 hours every game. Nah. Maybe if I was 10 years old and nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Same as you. Yo, you guys, I see people with the true. This is like true confessions. Dude, this is like true grindhouse. This is like true gamer confessions here. Saber Zero says he had a similar experience at 7 Days to Die. He goes, I got yelled at for not gathering supplies fast enough. Oh, shit. We need a whole show.
Would you ship that?
We need a whole show of Grindhouse confessions. You know, have taxi cab confessions? We need freaking Grindhouse confessions. Yo. Yeah. Got yelled at. Getting online, getting yelled at. Holy shit. Yo, you imagine that? See, this is my age. This is too old for that shit. Too old for that shit. Dude, too old. What the fucking man? Grown ass man, you put me in Minecraft jail because I killed somebody's sheep. Because I just want to have some fun. Oh my god.
Is that a deal?
No, I keep losing at deals, and I don't want to make a deal anymore. I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bag.
Dude, it's wild, dude. Yo, see, look at this. Phoenix King, he's glazing me. He says the game is called Minecraft. He complains about money. I understand if it's not for you. Listen, I'm not shitting on Minecraft. I'm just telling you that this is the way the server was run. Listen, I understand about mining and building, and that's all wonderful. But man, when somebody told me that I had to replenish, and I had to, when I got on the server, my job was to mine for the community. Like, and that's where I had to go. Like, I couldn't go around and build something else. I had to go. I was the bull. I was the bitch. They put me in the mines, and that's where I had to go. I was the worker bee. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. But I'm telling you, again, I'm not here to judge anybody saying, hey, don't do that shit. Dude, it's a digital world. Enjoy. But listen, for me, it was one and done for me.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I think the house is still there. I said, you know what, dude? Use my house as resourcing. I'm out of here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm out of here.
Relax. You've been erased.
That's... I said, use my house as resources and fuck your sheep. That's what I said. I said, fuck you. I said, fuck your sheep.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes!
I said, yo, take your sheep. I'm done. Oh... You're right. That's what I just said. No, there we go. I said, this is what I need to say. I went in there and I just go like this. Where's my, oh my God. Now my throat hurts. Oh man, that was wild. But yeah, that was my Minecraft story. Minecraft. Listen, gathering resources and building shit, that's wonderful. But it was just whack how this server was like, yo, it was cool, like seeing all the big buildings and all that other stuff was really nice. But and hey, God bless them for building a beautiful home and stuff. And then I'm like, well, what do we do once we build our house? Like, what do we do here? He goes, we work. We work. He goes, I'm like, do we have like, is there a boss fight? Like, what do we do? He goes, we just live here. And we look for better materials. So we just live here? You just live in your house, you go to sleep. Check out, I got a little, look at this. I got a little, I crafted a record player. Look at my, I'm like, could you play music on it? No, but it's a record player. I made this little table. I'm like, can you eat on it? No, but it looks cool in my living room. I'm like, so none of this stuff is usable, but you built it in your house. Like, yeah, I built my table out of glass. I fused these two. I'm like, yo, but what do you do? Like, what's the, we live here. I was like, we live here.
I don't play this game.
Like, get out of here. Look, I'm out of here. Fuck out of here. And that was my Minecraft. That was my story. And maybe I'm too old for it. But listen, this wasn't just yesterday. This was goddamn like 10 years ago. I never played it before. Like, you know, I see some playing and stuff like that. They're into it and they have fun. It is like fun, like a playground and stuff. And I definitely see there. But for me, I was whatever. I was just my bad experience. Maybe if I would have did my own kind of grindhouse server and had some fun and things like that. And you know what's funny is I did something like that in Ark as well. You know, the game that Vin Diesel don't play.
I don't play this game.
That was another one. That was another one where you build and live there, but at least they had dinosaurs in it. At least I could have a dinosaur come and attack, and I'm like fighting the dinosaurs. And yo, the guy showed me his setup. Yo, he had pterodactyls, he could fly. He had a T-Rex, he could go running around. So Ark, maybe, dude, I don't know. But Ark was pretty damn cool. So I gathered some stuff, built a log cabin, and then all of a sudden the goddamn dinosaurs came, and then he had all these dinosaurs all specced out with goddamn armor on them and shit. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Ark was,
I don't play this game.
I don't play it. Vin Diesel don't play it, but that was pretty cool. So I understand those games exist. I just, you know what, as of now, I'm impatient, and some of those games I just don't have the time. But there's people that, hey, bless you, enjoy it, live in those worlds, build incredible stuff. Like same thing with Legos. That's what it is. But man, that server experience that I had, one thing, I was in shock. I was flabbergasted, bamboozled, digital foundried on that stuff. But that was my experience. I was like, so maybe it probably wasn't the best experience to have. There is a survival mode. Conan Exiles was another one crooked. I know that one. I heard that. I played a little bit of that game. It was not there. Bust out of that prison, Nick. I don't even know. My guy's rotten in there. I think they deleted me from the server. But then I heard like they remove your rights and shit from the game. Like you can't create anything. They'll make you like an observer. There's some wild stuff that they could do to you in Minecraft. Like they really punish you. Yeah, that's right. Corey says Ark, Pal World, Minecraft. They're all in the same kind of boat. Yeah. And there's some charm. Like maybe if I'm in the mood to do something like that. But man, when somebody invited me to a server, at first I thought it was really cool. But when he said what I had to do, and that was like my job, like you go there and that's what you do. It's like, wait, I can't do anything. No, you build and that's it. You need to make, we want you to, and he like showed me this room and he's like, this is where all this ore is. This is your job. You collect all the ore. And I'm like, the whore? No, the ore. I was like, oh shit. You're the whore man, the ore man. I was like, oh. I did collect the backpacks in Spider-Man though. I did do that. Collectibles are a different story than to being the whore man. He's like, yo, and that's another one. Zetmondo, No Man's Sky. Yo, listen, wherever Wooly is, shout out to Wooly. Dude, Wooly is a goddamn Louis Armstrong. He's a goddamn, what's his name? Friggin', yo, Wooly, he's a friggin' space cadet. He got all this shit. Wooly, he took me in No Man's Sky. Wooly had friggin' super ships. He had goddamn Star Destroyers. I made a little house with a door on it. I'm like, Wooly, look what I built. He's like, yo, let me show you something. Goddamn Wooly, yo. Wooly in No Man's Sky, dude. He took me to, he had friggin' Star Cruisers and shit. I was like, yo, he built a whole friggin' town. Wooly crazy. He loves No Man's Sky, man. But I played online with him. Listen, I'm going to tell you some awesome things. It's incredible with online stuff. And Wooly, you know, when you see what people can do with the game, I do have a little bit of jealousy. I'm like, yo, I wish I could do that. I wish I had, like, I would get into it so much. But I'm more of a, I jump into so many different games and play games and get hooked on a game for a little bit and finish it and move on and play a little bit here, a little bit there. I just don't have the, like, I wish, like, you know, so I do envy that stuff when I go like, yo, look at all this shit. It's incredible. But I want it to be really accessible. I don't want it to have to spend hours upon hours, but man, it's incredible. And what's so awesome with the online stuff is that people could show you and you could kind of benefit from that there. But dude, man, Wooly and No Man's Sky, that night in gaming was crazy. And then Frogs too. Frogs plays a shit ton. I'll try and get Frogs back on here for tonight, but I'll get him next week. But man, the friggin' that whole thing, yo, the No Man's Sky, the No Man's Sky, both of them, Wooly and Frogs, man, they go crazy. They go crazy. But man, Elite Dangerous was another one. That's how you guys are dropping all the ones, yeah. And that's what I do like with No Man's Sky is that you could play it in VR and also out of VR, and it's the same game, same stuff. But man, that's crazy. But yeah, when Wooly showed me all the stuff, he's like, yo, you could build this. Here's a mech. Wooly had the mech and everything. Dude, I built the 4 walls and a door, and to get me out of the weather, because I had to craft the flux capacitor, whatever the hell you needed to fuel my ship to get off the planet. I was trapped on the planet, so I had a mine to get the hell off of it. But then Wooly came in and he's like, yo, Jez, I'll come into your game, and he just hooked me up with all the stuff, the cool stuff. Yo, just like Stephen Leone, Baldante, which was playing the Path of Exile, another one that carried me. Yo, shout to Thrifty and Path of Exile too. Thrifty gave me all this armor and shit, and Stephen Leone, they gave me all the friggin' this armor and shit. And I was like carrying me, and then I was whooping ass because I couldn't get by the friggin' snake. Yo, man, this is the true confessions of a grindhouse on my birthday. This is craziness. All right, let's get into some Xbox, dude. Oh man, that went on a whole tangent there. Yo, but shout out to everybody. Listen, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'll get hooked. I'll get there. Not in Minecraft though. I'm not no goddamn whore. I'm not no ore man in a Minecraft. Yeah. Yo, 101, don't give Herman Hulst any ideas. Herman Hulst will only do that if you can let Aloy collect stuff, because that's his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend there. I don't know what I want. He's comparing mining to optional backpacks. I don't know. But yeah, tell me to go mine the ore on my 2 hours every night. I don't think I can do that. But anyway, somebody was celebrating another birthday. There was some other birthday that was going on this week, Grinders. There was a green birthday. Dude, there was a birthday this week. Another one. 50 years of Phil Ness. Man, oh man. Microsoft celebrating 50 years. They're celebrating the big L. The big L for Microsoft. Congratulations on 50 years of Microsoft.
Happy birthday, Phil Ness. Where are the free games? You are a filthy command Xbox. Happy birthday, Phil Ness.
Oh, happy birthday, Microsoft, celebrating the big L. And we all know the L is 50 in Roman numerals. The huge L, the biggest L of them all. Why not be 50 and have Roman numeral L? Good job. 50 years of the L. There you go. Yeah. Incredible. Incredible. They want 2 L's. They said they're 50 more. They want another L. 1 L is not enough. They don't want just 50. They want 100. So they want 2 L's. We're gonna give him 2 L's. We're not gonna give him the X. We'll give him we'll give him 2 L's. We'll give him the XXX. We'll give him the LLL. Give him the big 50L. Good job, Microsoft. Competing for 50 years. And just to before we leave the topic of Marathon and we go into the Microsoft celebration, Tom Henderson just clarified that there's no Marathon Shadow Drop coming after the gameplay reveal showcase on the 12th. Instead, it's a closed alpha announcement with signups. So there you go. Just to give you a heads up there. So it's going to be a closed alpha with signups. So hopefully to give everybody with PlayStation Plus access to the alpha. That would be a smart thing to do, Sony. That would be a smart thing to do. So apparently, they did 50 years of Microsoft. They sat down with all the big wigs. All the big wigs were sitting around talking about 50 years. Steve Ballmer shitting himself. Where's Steve Ballmer over here with the Depends. He said something about Game Pass. I think I heard Game Pass in there.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2.
The OG Glaze! A bit of the music.
Xbox
You don't stop. Oh man. Goddamn circus. 50 years, bitches.
Xbox
Somebody get your mans. Somebody get your hands. Goddamn. Phil Spencer, what are you doing here? Oh shit, the glaze me.
They're like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dark.
For 6 years, I taught you how to go for the W. You could have been one of the greats. And now look at yourself. You're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
Dude, I don't know what's going on there, but that is some OG glazing right there. Oh man, I thought he was saying developers because that was his line. He just went up there talking in slurs. And I don't know what the hell's going on up there. Well, that was 50 years. That's what you get in 50 years. And then here we got Mo, Larry, and Curly here. Here we go like this. They got the here they go. And then while they're doing this,
Gaming.
While they're sitting there doing this, they got interrupted by a protester who they found out today they fired. They fired her. So the lady came out there and interrupted them while they were doing around their goddamn things. So this is what happened.
Well, I think you're all hypocrites. I'm a Microsoft worker, and I do not consent to 50,000 Palestinians in Gaza have been murdered with Microsoft technology. How dare you? Shame on all of you for celebrating on their blood. High five with Israel. No action for apartheid. Microsoft will find you.
All right.
Oh man. Shit on that parade. Oh man, they shit on the parade.
Hypocrites. I'm a Microsoft worker.
Yeah, well they fired her. They fired her. The Satya gave her the Satya slap. That's what he said. This guy's like, Game Pass. He's like, get me out of this job. This guy, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
It's not even pink, it's raw. And Coop has delivered undercooked salmon.
Oh man, goddamn man Coop. Oh damn man Coop. Anyway, that guy had it all, and Game Pass is ruining lives, dude. Well, that was the craziest thing. Their 50th anniversary was all about Copilot and AI and all this shit, like about all AI and all this stuff. And it just was so like, blah. I don't know where they're going with this stuff, but this is where, and they had a second protester. They had another lady come out, and they had two of them, and they let them both go. But back to the game part. Listen, I don't know what they're thinking is going to happen. I don't know what they want to do. I don't understand what this is. Jeff Keighley smuggling grapes. I hope he's not bringing this to Summer Game Fest. But Microsoft has created an AI-generated replica of Quake 2 that you could play in a browser. Every frame is created on the fly by an AI world model. Play it here. What? Why? Look at why. You want to say who's this for? What is the purpose of why are you using AI to create games from gameplay? Like, I just don't. Is this what you're going to do? You're going to have some like student just make like a 10-minute game, a 5-minute game, and then you'll let AI just run the rest of it? Is that what? And then what for Game Pass? Is this like, I don't understand how they think this is what they want AI in gaming to be. Basically creating the game for them. Like, I don't like this. This is not the kind of AI implementation I want. Why don't you use AI to improve AI in the game? Like, I think that would be a great implementation. Let it learn. Or how about a game where the AI gets news from the real world and puts it in your game. Like, as you're playing the game, they'll be like, oh, I see it's raining. Like, imagine a game that, like, you want these living worlds. Imagine the game is pulling in information from the internet and creating a unique experience for you in the game. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I want to see AI doing. Not AI generating frames from about 5 minutes of gameplay. Like, I don't understand this implementation. This seems lazy. This seems cheap. This seems just weird and dangerous, by the way. Getting rid of developers. Like, is this where they want Copilot to be? Like, play this game. Like, actually, you know what? Let's see what the hell this bullshit does. Let's see. Yo. All right. Let's see what they got cooking. I just clicked on the link. All right. Let's see what they got. Jeff Keighley gave us the link. I just clicked on it. So let's see what the hell this thing is. I'm going to do this live. So let's see. Start new game. Loading game. This could take a few minutes. Already it sucks. Already to play this shit. Look, what's this? I'm doing it live, grinders. This is birthday time. What? This is AI. Oh, wait. There you go, Phil. This is what you want. This is where the cloud is. Cloud my ass. I'm waiting right now. I'm waiting to play some generated bullshit. That's what I'm doing right. Look, I clicked. I'm waiting.
Like
I'm doing it live. You want me to do it? I do it fucking live, even for the birthday.
Oh no! We suck again!
I'm doing it right now, Phil.
Wait, just wait.
Why am I waiting? I'm doing it wrong. Hit that like button.
I don't play this game. I don't play this game.
Satya, this is your future. I click on wait. Now I'm waiting. Oh, here we are. We're here. I'm here now. Now what do I do? I move. Yo, what the hell is this shit? What did you do? Look at these textures. What is this? Can I play in full screen? Copilot may make mistakes. This is an experimental tech demo. What the fuck would I shoot? What is spacebar? Space jump, crouch, F attack. Oh yeah, go fuck attack. Yo, look at this. Look at this. Where'd the enemy go? What happened? AI forgot to create the enemy? Where'd he go? I didn't even shoot him. Yeah, Copilot, do your work, because this is what we want. Oh, let's see. Let's shoot. Where'd he go? Why are people dead? I didn't shoot anybody. This is what you want. This is what you're working on. This. Look at the enemies. Dude, they're not even real. Look at the enemies. Look at this. This is what you want, Satya. This is what you think gamers want? Look at this. Is the AI going to tell the guy to shoot me? Is he going to tell me to shoot me? Or do I got to wait for something? Why is he not shooting me? I'm hitting F. Shoot him. Hello? Your AI sucks, bitch. Look. This is fun? Is this fun? Is this fun? Is this fun? Because I'm doing the fucking shit you're celebrating 50 years about, bitch. No wonder you got the fucking L. What is this shit? When is the AI gonna tell the guy to shoot me? He's a go. Oh shit! Oh shit! Your time limit has been reached. But no worries. I can start a new one? Hold on, oh, here we go. We're back. What are these ghost characters? Please, I'm playing this shit. This is what you taught. This is what you celebrated 50 years. This is what you think the future is. Is he shooting me? Oh, look, he's shooting now. Let's see if I shoot him. What happens? Why are they blurry? Hello? Look at the enemies. Dude, they're not even friggin' bodies. Did he kill me? What happened? Shoot! 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 They're like deformed bodies. They're like images. Oh, yeah, Copilot. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Now that I've experienced the Musa AI model, enjoy the original Quake 2 game. Dude. Where's your Tom Warrens and all your glazed motherfuckers out there? Where are the glazes? Why are they not doing this live? Where are all the glazes? This is the future. This is the future. Dude, enjoy Quake 2. Oh, man, enjoy Quake 2. This is a Copilot Labs, dude. You can't even play the game in full. Oh, somebody shooting at me. What's this? Dude, they're not even real. This is okay. I'm done. I'm done with this trash. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for letting me play. Incredible. Where's all the glazes out there? Yeah. Thank you. This is what they're spending their time on. This is what they're celebrating. I showed you right there. That's the reality of it. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's in beta and alpha, but who wants this? Who wants that kind of shit? What is that? What is the purpose of this? Do you want people to just make bogus bullshit games for what? To charge? To pay? Like, obviously you're looking to make money on this. You're looking for something. They did it with Bleeding Edge. Exactly. I don't know. I didn't even try Bleeding Edge. They put a list here to celebrate 50 years. That's what they got. They bought Quake 2 from Bethesda so they could throw it in some AI Copilot engine. This is what they want. This is what they want. Musa AI and Mute. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And you want to know what else happened? What else happened? And this is what happens. Like, I show it live. A real-time demo. Look at the warping. Like, you could see that it's creating stuff. And obviously, will it get better? Who knows? But why would you want it? Why would you want something created by a computer? And especially if they're going to want to charge you for something that I don't get it. Look at the enemies. Look at them. They don't even shoot you. Like, it's not even an interactive game. You got a better game of Geometry Wars than this shit. Like, make a goddamn Geometry Wars with a little pixel running around and somebody shooting it. That was more of a game than this. This is not even a game. This is nothing. The enemy doesn't even shoot you. Like, this is stupid. It's not, there's no game logic. It's just like point and somebody's there and doesn't react. Like, I don't understand what they're trying to do here, except get rid of the devs that they purchased and spent $80 billion on. I don't get it. But there you go. That was one of the celebrations. You happy? You celebrated?
I am doing more with less. Rustin feel he's the best. Now sign your chest, I am stubborn inside, yeah. Listen to me.
In Microsoft Campus.
And grinders, why not? Why? You know what? I think it's about time. Don't you think it's about time that Phil Spencer visited iJustine in the basement again? And he did. Why not?
Phil, thanks so much for joining me.
You're here at our house in Microsoft Campus. Welcome.
Yeah, actually, I'm joining you here, so this is awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Not iJustine's basement. She's in Phil's basement this time.
50 years at Microsoft. So what has this kind of been like for you to sort of celebrate with everyone and just seeing it from a pretty early time as well?
You're at work. You got the day-to-day kind of opportunities, issues that you're dealing with, and it was just like 6 months ago where the planning. I started to get some visibility into the planning for 50 years, and you're starting to see some old pictures and products, some you worked on, some you're just around. And it was nice. Like, it was nice just to recognize how long the company's been around. And then we did the show, and I'm sitting literally next to Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates. It's a really nice moment for the company, and it's nice.
So what was that kind of like too for you to be here and you're sitting in the audience with them to just be like, wow, this is history right here?
I often reflect on like Bill's role in getting the company founded and rolling and building products and that product ethos that's still with us.
It's a low-res jacket he's wearing. Low-res.
The person who scaled the company.
Game Pass. Game Pass res.
How we sell products, how we package products. I think it was.
Phil, you know what? I don't think is anything juicy in here.
With friends, it's not always that we get to see each other in person. It's just people getting online and creating video content and creating followers that way. I think that's going to continue. That video games are one of these unique areas, entertainment forms, where the line between creator and player gets very blurry, and I think that's a strength for us, and I want to see it continue.
And accessibility, like that's something that you guys are so good at.
Oh, we'll talk about accessibility. We will talk about accessibility, yeah. And then, accessibility, grinders. One more thing before we leave good old Phil Ness is Phil Spencer once again is excited about something. He is excited about the handheld because he that talks about the future of handhelds. What did he say in an interview? We've tested and talked about handhelds, and I'm very excited. We both travel. Sometimes you can't take your console and the whole gaming desktop with you. Phil Spencer said when asked if there's anything exciting coming to Xbox. Phil Spencer and I, Justine's basement. He went back. She came to his basement this time. And then while Spencer didn't confirm it, Microsoft expects to release an Xbox-branded handheld PC partnership with Asus. The handheld. Well, Phil didn't say that. That's what everybody's assuming there because of Bootleg Jez's article. This is where they turn it into like, oh, Phil said about the goddamn partner. No, Phil didn't say shit. You heard what he said. Justine came to his basement. That's what he talked about. He says, more prominent, the system, however, will be a mobile PC that doesn't run Xbox games. Dude, this is where people just pull shit out their ass and throw against the wall. This is what they do. Okay. So, a nothing burger. Good job. Phil didn't say anything. He's happy to see Bill Gates there and all this other stuff. Well, then, talking about accessibility, grinders, in case you missed it, and I know, some of you may have missed it, but South of Midnight releases tomorrow, and the preview is lighting up the charts. The early access
games to more gamers on all platforms. Edison, which is doing more with less. Everything that we are doing with our content, with our
these are some incredible early access numbers.
Our cloud and community.
If we're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is this is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
Josh, they want to play these games. Look at them. They can't wait.
Doing this. That's the root of this.
They can't wait.
Partnership that we're building.
Look at all. They can't wait. They're lining up at the door. They can't wait to play the Xbox games on the go.
And King, we think that now we have the ability to really do what we've always set out to do, which is build great games and deliver them to folks across all platforms,
all of them.
Which is Xbox or and consoles, the PCs, and now even including mobile gaming and cloud gaming. So we're excited about the best.
So this is their early access event, and as I mentioned about South of Midnight, the previews were bad about the gameplay. And it's sitting right now. It looks pretty cool, but apparently that's where it all ends. Right now, the reviews on all platforms are 77, 76 there. But these are pretty damn low for early access game. Like, my God, like Starfield had 300, they were up there, 150,000. Like, even Avowed, I think, had early access numbers at least in the 4,000s, 3,000s. This game is just yeast. So it comes out tomorrow. We will see what happens to it. But, there's a couple of things of concern here. And listening to this, I almost fell out of my chair when I heard this one. And again, I don't have it yet. But when I heard this, I was like, whoa. Let's see if it loads.
Apparently so. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on South of Midnight.
Hear what Rand says about South of Midnight.
If they were allowed to do a South of Midnight 2, then going about what you're doing, you got to do this chase sequence, and the chase sequences are just not good. There's.
Do you think? Let me ask you this: Do you think they were overambitious here? Do you think they stretched themselves too thin, trying to make a cinematic game and all
See,
that?
but the
all that
cinematic,
comes with it.
but the cinematic stuff and all that stuff, like that's all good in my opinion. I think they nailed that stuff.
Could they have maybe budgeted more for what is
Speaking
really
about
truly
accessibility,
important, frankly, which is
listen to this.
combat? Like a lot of the, I was talking about Hollow Knight earlier. There's no cinematics save for a few in Hollow Knight. It's all about the gameplay. And the gameplay is sublime, and thinking about other sort of similar kind of games, like, I don't know, Death's Door, for example. Not a lot of story, voice acting, cinematics.
Yeah, I get the point.
And like South of Midnight does some stuff that is great, but then it's like, oh man, if you just, I don't know if you had spent more time doing it. There were sometimes you'd be in a level and you're looking around and you're trying to like feel what's going on, and then it's like there's the stigma that you have to unravel. And they're all like really close by, so it's like, okay, there's a combat arena over to my left, there's a combat arena over here, there's a combat creativity in any of the
Ren did not like it
during it.
But I want to get to the part where he says this.
Urgency to me to complete this because I know the thing behind me is just taking its sweet time and
conceptualization of the gameplay.
Could enable those, and when you're
Here it is.
Conceptualization of the gameplay.
Listen to the accessibility options on this. This is crazy. I couldn't believe he said. I couldn't believe this.
It wasn't developed enough.
Hear this.
By the sounds of it.
What's the thing? It's like there's definitely an improvement within Compulsion Games compared to the last two. I mean, I
now remember Compulsion Games. Just to say, Compulsion Games made Contrast, which was like a PlayStation 4 launch title, and then they made We Happy Few, which was like 2017, and then 2018 is when they were purchased by Microsoft, and they've been doing this since 2018, Grinders. 2018. So it's been almost 7 years. But wait, hear this.
I was like, man, this game's good. Like, it definitely got moments that are like, man, that was fantastic. But then it's got other moments that are just like, man, this could have been better. Like you were this close. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And maybe their next game, maybe their next game.
It took 7 years to make this one.
There's an improvement line, like from their last two to this. So it's like, okay, we do the next one, and here's the things we learned, and then whatever their next game is, whether it's a sequel to South of Midnight 2, I don't know, or whether it's something new, then it's like, all right, we're finally here. I don't know if this is odd, but it's funny because we talk about the things I do like about the game, which is almost like everything outside of the game.
Where is this accessible?
Right? The game allows you in the accessibility options to.
So this, now finally I got it. I knew the accessibility options. Listen to what this game allows you to do. This is insane. So we heard that the story is good, the animation looks all right, but it's the gameplay that suffers. It's all the other stuff. And maybe their next game. In the accessibility options, listen what this game, and remember our experience with Hellblade 2. Listen to this. Grinders, hit that like button, because this is insane. I was like, what? Listen.
Skip the combat sections, the boss fights, and the chase sequences.
What?
So you can enable those, and when you come up to a combat arena, you can just press the view button on the controller and then press confirm, and combat will end. Same thing with boss fights, same thing with the chase sequences. Like, you'll start the chase sequence, because I replayed some of the levels looking for the collectibles, looking for the upgrades, and I was like, there's no reason for me to do the chase sequence again. There's no reason for me to do any of these fights, because I've done them all. So I enabled it, and I was like, I come up to this thing, the stigma that I have to unravel, and then the enemies would spawn, you'd fight, and then you unravel the stigma, and then you get the vision of the side story that's being told here. But when you have that enabled, you just walk in there and you can just press view and then skip, and then it's all done. And you can just unravel the thing. It's an interesting accessibility option, but I also think it's telling, considering they just let you skip all the gameplay segments that the game has outside of platforming, moving from.
Skip. Yeah. But skip. Where you go? Skip. We skip.
Yo.
Simple as that. Skip.
X to Y to Z to A to B, right? That it's like, oh, if you don't want to do combat, you don't have to. Oh, you don't want to do the boss fight, you don't have to. Oh, you don't want to do the chase sequence, you don't have to. You can skip it all. So you honestly don't really miss much from skipping all that stuff. Like I think the boss fights probably are worth doing at least once, and there's only 3 of them. I'm not saying
There's only 3 boss fights.
Granted, if like that doesn't always will say like you believe Jez.
Yeah, but
Xbox Series X2
Yeah.
didn't even give a second glance at any of these studios, to be honest.
No, I missed the part.
2021, right? Where it was like, which I don't really think both.
Says history tells.
It's kind of funny. Didn't even give a second glance at any Xbox. Like,
Wait, what? I missed it now.
heals. Okay, tanks, go on in. Experiencing that, and while the puzzles did come across in Hellblade Super in general, because it's like, oh well, it's just a team of 15 that had a Ninja Theory after Hellblade 2. Gears 1 to Gears 2, like how earnest you could enable those, and when you come up to a combat arena, you can just press the view button on the controller, and then
There's only 3 boss fights, and you could skip them all.
Combat will end.
Shut them skip.
With boss fights, same thing.
I couldn't believe it. Once listening to the show, I could not believe it.
I replayed some of the levels, looking for the collectibles, looking for the upgrades, and I was like, "There's no reason for me to do the chase sequence again. There's no reason for me to do any of these fights because I've done them all." So I enabled it, and I was like, "I come up to this thing, the stigma that I have to unravel, and then the enemies would spawn, you'd fight, and then you unravel the stigma, and then you get the vision of the side story that's being told here." But
I hit the wrong button. I skipped it. I skipped it. Oh man!
View and then skip, and then it's all done.
Skip.
And you can just unravel the thing.
But there's only 3 boss fights.
It's an interesting accessibility option, but I also think it's telling, considering they just let you skip all the gameplay segments that the game has outside of platforming, moving from X to Y to Z to A to B.
Right? I'd hear it again to be sure.
And it's like, oh, if you don't want to do combat, you don't have to. Oh, you don't want to do the boss fight, you don't have to. Oh, you don't want to do the chase sequence, you don't have to. You can skip it all.
Skip all the gameplay.
So, you honestly don't really miss much from skipping all that stuff. Like I think the boss fights probably are worth doing at least once, and there's only 3 of them. I was expecting more from the boss fights, but to each his own. You know, people obviously, you know, everything's subjective, and this is just my opinions on the game. But I don't know if I've ever come across a game that is like pretty much like, no, you can skip all this stuff. And considering the combat's all self-contained in arenas, it's like, yeah, it's something you can skip, because normally, like, you know, enemies are in the world and you'll come across them, but in this,
you're
it's
my
like,
number
no,
one customer.
In this thing, you're locked in. You need to beat the enemies before you can progress. But in this game, it's like, if you want to, you can skip it if you want. So, will people do that? I don't know. I don't necessarily recommend it, but I will say, like, everything else that the game does outside of gameplay is pretty it's impressive what they've done.
7 years, 3 boss fights, you could skip the whole goddamn gameplay. I could not believe it. When he said that stuff, I was like, it reminded me back of when Helldive and Hellblade 2, that you could just skip the combat. It'll auto fight for you. Like, is that really accessibility? Like, my God. I'm like, you're skipping the gameplay. It's a video game. If that's the case, then just make like a movie or video or YouTube video or something like that and put it on, let them watch the movie instead. Why would you do that? And like he said it. He's like, that is a very strange accessibility option, because you're basically skipping the gameplay, the combat, the chase sequences. I couldn't believe it. Straight to the credits, right, Crooked? Just skip right to the credits. I was like, whoa. NGC Nelson Gaming Culture member, 30 months, OG Grinder here. He goes, won't be next game. Who wants to bet they will be part of the next closures and layoffs guaranteed? And then Nelson says a 5. He goes, happy birthday, Jez. You make Monday suck a little less, and I appreciate you for that. Hey, man, anything I do to help. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you, Nelson. Appreciate you, man. I just don't get it. I don't get where they're going with this stuff, and to think that a lot of the comments is like, oh, Compulsion's next game, their next game, dude. They were purchased in 2018. in this wrath of Microsoft buying all these studios, Ninja Theory, this one, Compulsion, Playground, in this wrath of buying stuff. They just released We Happy Few in like 2017, which was another issue where that game showed well, but the gameplay sucked ass. It looked like a new BioShock, and the gameplay was horrible. Frog hates it. Do not say We Happy Few, and when Frogs gets you, don't mention that game because it triggers him. He does not like that game at all. He goes off on a rampage. You want to hear that? Grinds my gears. Just say We Happy Few when Frogs is here. He hates that game. But I just don't understand. You had this studio, quote, cooking.
The buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed
Cooking. They were developing this. They got the new studio, meeting with the section heads, booty with trash finger, poking around, all this other stuff. Grinders, by the way, we got a new trash finger song. If you hit that goal, we're on our way, almost getting that goal right now. We're halfway there. New trash finger song you'll listen to. God damn. 2018. New studios meeting with them. I don't understand. They come out with a game in 2025. The game, don't let me say it. Let our good friend ACG say it. ACG, tell them what you think of the game. He does a rate.
The game. Also, it doesn't hurt that the game soundscape is so.
Tell him, ACG.
Actually, the technical ones and the music might put.
Do I buy it?
But I would say, as a Game Pass title, this is for sure worth downloading and checking out if you're a fan of these linear kind of exploratory platformers. That's awesome. You can also buy it for $40 though. So if you don't have Game Pass, I would personally say to wait when it comes to the $40 option, because let's be honest, it's got some FPS issues. Also, that frame timing that they do and that motion stop kind of look, that can actually make some people sick, as we've heard with the Spider-Verse and even with the old movies. So it may not be a title that you want to jump into and risk your $40 if that might be you. Overall, I think what got me was I enjoyed Hazel's story, and we just rarely get games based in the South. The idea of exploring that and not being held back with crackerjack style timing when it came to the platformer and just meeting all these different characters that I've heard about in the past was awesome.
As a Game Pass title, it's maybe worth the download, but don't pay. This game is not even $67. This game is $40. And don't buy it. Don't buy it for $40. It's maybe worth the download if you're interested in these kind of games. A maybe to download. $20 a month. You're paying for Game Pass. Maybe a download. And save your $40? This is not even a full price title. And you could skip all the gameplay. Listen, I've always said it. Games for impact. If these games are not even worth a download for a subscription that you're paying for, what platform are you creating, Phil? What world are you touching 2 billion gamers? Where do you live in La La Land? What is the purpose of Xbox? I just played your AI Muse bullshit. This is what you're delivering to gamers. Let's create Quake 2 in 4 frames with jelly janky goddamn enemies that don't even shoot at you. And then you have studios cooking for 7 goddamn years, and the game is not even worth $40 to save your time. Maybe download. And then if you don't like it, skip it all. You could skip the whole goddamn game. What are we doing here? What the hell is this experiment? I don't know. But it sucks. It doesn't help gamers. It doesn't make anybody want to do shit. This is not good. I don't understand it. And how do you sit here and not acknowledge that Compulsion Games has been making this game since 2018? And there's 3 boss fights that you could skip. And and I told you this. I said this every time. Every friggin' year, dude. Every year. In January, oh man, Xbox Game Pass is eating good. We got Avowed, South of Midnight, Doom. Yo, we're eating. Where's PlayStation's games? We're eating good every January. Oh, next year's the year of Xbox. Look at this lineup. I can see it now. Game Pass is cooking. We got it all. And I always say, wait. Wait. It's about delivery. And then when it all comes out, forgotten like a fart in the wind. About who? South of Mid? Who? Every year. Oh, the lineup. We got, I remember the year. We got Redfall, Starfield. It can't be stopped. What a lineup. Call of Duty. We got cooking. And I'm like, wait. They're just list wars, bitch. Let's see what these games do. There you go. Evidence B. It's about delivery. So use that same logic and use it towards the handheld. And all the other bullshit, Cloud and Beta, the AI Muse, all this bullshit that Microsoft keeps feeding you and feeding you and feeding you, and realize they can't deliver shit to you at all. Where's Sony's list? What do they got cooking? Dude, Death Stranding 2 on a goddamn Sunday still broke the fucking internet. And Marathon gonna probably be the next. And then Ghost of Yotai gonna be wiping that ass, cleaning up house. Please, games for impact. Because Phil is still trying to build a platform. You're not building a platform with this. Oh, but we're cooking this year. Look at the list. South of Midnight and Game Pass eating good. Don't even download it. And then you could skip it all. Skip it all. Skip all the bad parts. Maybe turn it into a 90. And then on top of that, this studio is owned by Microsoft. What happened to the Microsoft money? The unlimited funds.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
I thought they bought all these studios that were down and out to save them. Microsoft money for 7 goddamn years. Microsoft money. Right? Phil been paying 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 released that game. 8 years cooking. For a game that's not even worth your $40 and maybe download, and then when you don't like it, skip it all. That's what they've been cooked. That's what Microsoft money does for a studio. They made them better. And now you're sitting here going, you know what? Maybe they'll learn for Compulsion's next game. Next game? Next game? You just waited 8 years for this shit. Their next game, and this game is smaller than We Happy Few. This is not even snackable, Mr. Tennis. This is a goddamn snack of a goddamn jelly bean that fell on the floor, got strapped on, has goddamn hair on it and bugs and shit, and that's where it is. That's kind of snack this shit is. This is not even snackable. It's not even edible. But why is this? Where is the observations from all those goddamn glazes out there? All the glazes.
The Xbox glaze and the glazing Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
How do they not see it? Because they were the ones glazing that ass. Compulsion games. Oh, we got all the studios, Microsoft money. Oh, they're going to be so much better with unlimited budgets and all this shit. All these studios, look at this list. Look at what we're cooking in January. Look what's cooking. Look what we're doing. They were all up that ass. They were so far up that ass. They knew all they're cooking. This is 7 years. But when the game comes out and flops on its face, everyone will go into a hiding hole. And they don't go, well, wait a second, guys. It's been 7 years and this is what we get? A game that its story's good, but the rest of it is shit? And we can skip it? And not even worth the $40? It's not even a full price game. And if you go back and even listen to that podcast with Rand compares it to Cana. And he says how Cana, for the same price game, does so much better than this. Because Cana actually uses your abilities to fight different enemies. This doesn't do that. You fight every enemy the same. Where there was even though you had a limited set in Cana, you had dudes that had shields that you had to break with a special move with your bow and arrow. You had people you stun. You had to do these kind of things, and it add depth to the combat. This doesn't do that. South of Midnight does not do that at all. They just do the same shit. You just spam and you latch them. That's it. That's what he was saying. Where Cana did they made it seem deeper than that. And Cana is not even a goddamn this is a Microsoft-owned studio game. This is a first-party game. You want to talk about first-party, third-party? Why are you not getting behind this? This is first-party, bitches.
Oh, PlayStation.
This is first-party. This is as close as you get to Phil Spencer's ass and Matt Booty Cheeks. This is first-party, purchased directly by Phil Spencer, check to buy Compulsion Games. This wasn't included in no publisher deal. This wasn't included in a goddamn hand-me-down bullshit. This was Phil Spencer writing the check to Compulsion. We will buy you directly. He bought Compulsion. No diddy. Straight up. Bath oil and all. He said, Compulsion, we want you. They weren't part of no goddamn publisher deal. They came with Bethesda and some shit. He went out and bought them. And I think everything has changed. The market, the thing. This was before they were buying publishers. So who the hell knows what they're doing now? Is Compulsion even going to make a sequel? Is they all going to be around? What's going on with Ninja Theory? Will there be a Hellblade 3? The Hellblade 2 was worse than the first one. They made the game worse. And now they're a little bit better than We Happy Few that was 7 goddamn years ago. Oh, maybe their next game. I'm not holding my breath. You waited 7-8 years for this game. And now you're like, well, it's all right. We'll wait for their next one. Hopefully it's better. What? What? Maybe it's better. Their next, dude, I want to hold my breath. Maybe a next game. Compulsion Games, the next game. Even the 80 from Screen Rant says South of Midnight isn't going to impress with constant new mechanical gimmicks and gameplay loop. Yo, the 80 says that the gameplay loop becomes more predictable, but it's mesmerizing in its presentation. Yo. And I want to know, it's a unique story. It's a unique place. And I think a lot of the reviews maybe go, hey, the South and the mythology. I think the lore is probably cool. And I think it probably got a lot of points for doing something unique. But man, oh man, I don't understand, the gameplay. There you go. South of Midnight game stands out. Its visual style and story and atmosphere, although the gameplay may not be as deep for everyone. A game that wanted to soar but never left the ground. Where's Matt Booty? identifying how is Matt Booty letting something go out with shit ass gameplay. Skip the whole goddamn game, yeah. Skip the bosses, skip the combat, skip the bosses, and skip the chase scenes. All the gameplay. Just do the story. Skip it all. This is crazy. That they cooked this long and they put out not even a full price game, and the game is not even worth the $40 they're asking for it. Maybe a download. I don't even know if you get a platinum or achievements. Who knows? I don't know. Look how many people are playing it right now, early access. They got the balls to put early access on this thing. Yeah, Granddad, go back and listen to the Grindhouse. He said Randall's playing it. He skipped the whole shit. And he thinks it's pretty crazy as an accessibility option. Accessibility, don't play the game. Dude, just put the video on YouTube and watch it. I don't get it. But my thing is the frustration is that I was told in 2018, just wait. I was told that the studios are cooking. And I don't understand this motif with Microsoft first-party studios, first-party, that are taking excessive amount of years to make these games, and they're coming out half-baked. We had Halo Infinite delayed 7 years before the last Halo game, and Halo Infinite was missing all this shit. And still can't catch it. A break. Forza Motorsport. The first time ever Forza Motorsport took 6 years between the last Forza and the new Forza, and that game was half-baked at launch. Tracks missing, not really good optimization for PC. And now you're sitting here south of midnight, 7 years to make this game. They were purchased on the Microsoft money since 2018. And this is what they put out? After all those years of being owned by Microsoft under the watch of Booty Cheeks himself and Phil Spencer? Phil Spencer did fucking thousands of interviews since then. We're sitting here and this is what you put out? This is what you do from your first party studio that you handpicked and paid the money for?
Would you ship that? What you just played?
Same thing with Hellblade 2. That's right. That's another game that took years to make. And it had a part where it had you just skip gameplay. Oh yeah, skip the combat. Let it fight for you. Game was more of a walking simulator than the first one. The first one actually had combat to it. The other one was just a cinematic walk around. And that took 7 years. So how are these studios, these first party studios, spending so long to make these games, 6-7 years, and they're not coming out as a banger? Starfield's another one, but Starfield was already in development, but that was a game that took forever. And Microsoft money, Phil, hands off, ass first, Booty Cheeks, all these people watching this game, this is what you come out with. Where is your accountability? Where is your input? Why do you put this shit out there? Is it just for a name and a service? Because that's what it sounds like. Granted, I love the first Hellblade. The second one wasn't even a game. I saw you on 26 times. And you could make it auto fight combat. And the combat was all scripted anyway. It was a looker, but you walked around. You didn't do and the story was worse than the first one. The ending was horrible. I beat it here live. How? This is a first-party studio. How do you let them take so long to make something that's forgettable? When you know you're trying to build a platform, you're trying to build an audience, you're trying to build a gamers to come to your brand, whether it's on cloud or whether it's a service that's everywhere, you want to still build some sort of platform. And you're not doing it with forgettable games and taking so long. I don't know how they let this happen. And I seriously think it is just for the sake of that piece of shit Game Pass. And that's why people say, why is Game Pass such, like, why do you disdain it so much? It's because of this. a game like this should flourish in Game Pass because it's a risk. It's a unique characterization. It's a unique area of experimentation. You use claymation styles. You use the stop motion, animation. You took on the Southern lore. This is a risk. This kind of game should be a gem, a diamond in the rough of Game Pass fodder. This shouldn't be the Game Pass fodder. This should be this is a first-party game 7 years in the making. This should be the reason why Game Pass exists. Because with Game Pass, a game like this probably wouldn't got made. But the fact that it comes out like this doesn't give any strength to Game Pass, doesn't give any strength or validity to the subscription model and the risk-taking that they're doing. And what it turns out to be is Game Pass fodder, the fodder from their first party that they have overseen the studio for so long. And that's the problem. And that's the problem there. I just don't understand how that happens. And then you could skip all the gameplay. You even have, what is this?
Salutation rapidly, and what unfortunately punches that aspect home is how formulaic the approach to these characters are. They all have distinct, unique stories
building it up
that they build up and then rip away from you in a beautiful way that felt as if the journey was complete. Again, does that sound familiar? South of Midnight faces a similar challenge. Hey, you're only going to be with this crew for a very tight window. How do we make it count? So what South of Midnight opts to do is tell brief vignettes of these characters scattered throughout the Deep South on your way to finding your mother, and sometimes they just don't feel relevant or important to the plot at all. And if this was a game that offered optional content, I do think this would be totally fine, but that's not the case here. This is
there
a game
DLC?
That tries
We don't
to be
know.
all killer, no filler. Like, it's a very linear game. You're always running down a pretty straight and narrow path to your next location. There's moments where the game briefly breaks open a little bit to kind of pick how you want to go about your quest, but most times it is just shoving you down that path, and everything you do is pretty much mandatory outside of going off the trail to maybe collect a little bit of that currency to level up. But otherwise, South of Midnight is almost entirely on rails, for a lack of better word. So for a game thrusting you forward so often, I'm just surprised that the collective experience isn't more heavily directed. So ultimately, South of Midnight's narrative isn't a complete flop, but it definitely left a ton of its potential on the table, especially with its ending, which just felt so rushed, which I just didn't get. I'm like, why'd you spend so much time with all these side characters that I would never really see again when you could have just spent more time putting a bow on this story, which was, I just thought, on track to wrap up in an interesting way. And it's just like, we'll see you in the next one, y'all. My guess, given this is a brand new first-party studio from Xbox that was bought many years ago, is, building up the asset library, picking a direction, going in that direction, changing directions as many games in development do. I'm just guessing, but that's the vibe I kind of got here. Now, despite these kinds of frustrations, I did have a good enough time romping through the American Deep South, if only to hear another incredible piece of music. It may be disjointed at times, but you can feel tons of walks of life throughout this game, even if at times it's just difficult to fully connect with on the level I was hoping to. While people use Game Pass game as a pretty derogatory term, I do think this is the type of stuff we can get out of Game Pass. And in that light, I just hope that Xbox does see what's here, kind of like maybe what they're doing with Hellblade, and find some value in just investing in these types of games. Because while I'm excited for something such as a Fable, a big open world game, I am also hoping that we continue to get these types of experiences, even if they don't always fully nail everything. Some of the previously mentioned repetition is thanks to that narrative structure, but now...
So, hey, we'll see. But anyway, I just, on the table, waiting, rushed. The game has been made. Like, I don't get it. We hear the same song and dance. Why that first party studios have the same kind of motif? Just not enough. They had something there. Hopefully they expand it. It's just like, wait some more. I don't get it. Thank you. There's better music on Grinds Pass. That's right. Like this one. Like this one that all the glazes. Because we're getting ready, Grinders. You thought the Xbox glaze. Yo, you haven't seen any glazing yet. We're done with Xbox glazing.
Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation FUD.
So Grinders. Yeah, Josh says, I don't get it either. If it was rushed, it was fed into Game Pass before Game Pass, that's problematic. And that's what it seems like we're always hearing. Oh, hell, it's rushed. It's not enough. They just miss it. Avowed was like, oh, it could have been more. It could have been more. Every single time, dude. Every single friggin' time, dude.
You're my #1 customer.
Yo, shout out to Easy Toad. He says, give it a couple of years and you'll be able to do a best of all skippable Xbox game. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Easy Toad. That's right. The top 10 all skippables. Yo, listen. Yo, pull up a chair because you haven't seen nothing yet. Xbox takes the back seat now. We're done with them. South to Midnight, we'll give it a chance. We'll see what those numbers look like. Well, I don't know. But I'm sick of hearing the whole thing after all these years. Wait some more. We'll wait for the sequel. Grinders. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something here. Hit that like button. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Yo. Listen. This guy right here. This is the Donnie D of Nintendo right there. This is Doug Bowser, D-Man himself. He has stepped on too many tortoise shells. This dude. This is his Nintendo. They got a villain running this shit. His name serves him well. This is not the Nintendo of old. This is his Nintendo. And his Nintendo is, I don't know. Nintendo, we do need to talk. Not like this. Not like this, man. I don't know, Bowser. You know, rest in peace, the president of Nintendo, man. But Bowser, where are you taking this company, dude? Where are you taking this company? Because you are missing every single step. Every single step of the way. Grinders, this Switch 2 news gets bad and worse by the day. Here's the list. Joy-Cons won't feature Hall Effect sticks. And we know the Joy-Cons, dude, they were glazed themselves, these Joy-Cons. Nintendo Switch stick drift from day one of the OG Nintendo Switch. And they didn't invest in Hall Effect sticks in their new thing that came out, 8 years ago, 10 years ago? Holy shit. Yo. Fail 1. Fail 2, Grinders. You corrected me. The welcome tour that show you what the buttons do and how the magnets work. $10. $10 for the buttons. The button tour and magnets.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit.
What are we doing in Nintendo?
Activate. Activate. Activate.
A digital product that's $10 where you take your little fucking ant of a person and walk around the controller and click on the information panels and they tell you about the fucking magnets. The magnets! The friggin' magnets. We ain't found shit. For $10. A tutorial with info cards. And some bullshit games. Yo. How fucking they smoking? But it doesn't end there. Grinders. Doesn't end there. It keeps going. It keeps going. The Switch's 2 USB-C port is blocked from video output. They want you to dock that biatch.
Oh, play.
My God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
There is a USB on the top, but it's for that janky ass 1P camera. Videotaping your ass. It does support it, but Nintendo has the software blocking it because they want you to dock the bitch. So you cannot plug the top into the video. The USB is capable of it, but they block it because that USB is dedicated for the thing. And what people were thinking was that having the USB cable, the USB port on the top, that people were going to be able to maybe have a second display for when they emulate the DS games, that you could attach a different display, a second monitor on top, and have a monstrous 3DS. It will block events, but that's what people thought. They thought the USB on the top wasn't for that jank ass camera, but it was going to be for a second display so you could support DS games. Grinders. Nintendo blocked that shit.
You're my #1 customer.
They did a Bowser block. Glinza with the 2, he goes Switch Pass coming soon, yo. Doug Bowser, man, the Donnie D of Nintendo. Game Night, what's up, man? How you doing, man? With the 10, he goes, happy birthday, Jez. Nintendo justified the price of the welcome tour by saying there's a lot going on. Oh, shit. There's a lot going on in Astro's Playroom. It's free, bitch. That's right. Speedruns, collectibles, platinum, and it was free, please. Please. Walk around with a stupid friggin' controller and having some jank-ass games that show the controller. Man, they charging for the demo. They blocked this thing. Then they showed the open world Mario. Listen, Grinders, it sounded neat in concept, but what are you doing here? What are we doing here? Is it just roaming around, like taking pictures and grinding? Like, there's any missions? Is there anything? Or is it just off-road? And yo, justify that $80 now, dude. Justify that $80. Yo, what's this?
Tricks mode. Oh my God, look at the Yoshi chilling, working the night shift. Look at the blue Yoshi working the night shift, his minimum wage. Holy shit.
And specifically, that is that bottom bar.
They resurrect.
That's, yo. Hear this. This is CD Projekt Red talking about Cyberpunks and Witcher.
If the entire game is on the cartridge?
Yes, it is.
The whole game?
Yes.
Okay.
We specifically went for the highest capacity, so 64 gigs.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because we didn't want gamers to have to download like half the game or even the entire game. Unless they specifically want to. Obviously, it's going to be available on the eShop as well, if somebody prefers to play that way.
Do you know how much it costs for that 64 gig card, like on your end?
I don't know, but I remember that when we released The Witcher 3 for the original Switch, it was a lot. Like it was barely, I think, profitable for us.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
really,
crazy.
But that's what I think I've been told.
Man. The developer paid for the top tier because they wanted their whole game on the cartridge so you don't have to download it. And having The Witcher not even be profitable for them because they have spent so much money. Yo, this is... Nintendo's wild out here, man. They are wild. These cartridges. I don't get it, man. Then the enhancements, grinders, we're not done. Those enhancements, Phil Spencer late night enhancements. According to Nintendo support rep, Switch 2 editions of physical games like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby, and Forgotten Land, and Metroid 4 contain a download code for the upgrade pack, along with the Switch 1 variant on the cartridge. That sounds like some Xbox Series bullshit right there, where you're getting the old game, but then you put in the code and it grabs the thing. At least for Xbox, it actually detected where it was being launched on and actually downloaded the part. Nintendo has you putting in a code. Yo. So you buy the game, it is actually the Switch 1 version of the game, but if you buy the upgraded, the pack one that's for the Switch 2, the code makes it the Switch 2 version. Yeah, I don't know where to begin with their stuff, man. Like, they are really like again, I don't know. The market is so different now with this handheld stuff. Nintendo's not the only show in town in handheld stuff, but they are really putting themselves out there. Like, they are pissing off a lot of kind of things that you would think would have been corrected from the Switch 1, considering that the Switch 1 was so old. Like Hall effect sticks and just, a pack-in game or something. It's crazy how just tone deaf they are with the Switch 2. Just like, yeah, you suckers will eat it. And after the thing I'm going to show you, they're probably right. But grinders, look at this. Here's your Switch 2 and here's your Nintendo Switch. And they're using something Bowser called, and we'll get to his interview, a flexible pay model. But here's your before.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that is a substantial difference.
It really is.
And we've warped here into the woods, and this is a section of the game that has a lot going on. Like lots of things to animate, lots of Koroks popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything. And the Nintendo Switch 2 handles it amazingly. It's super smooth.
Yeah, again.
Here's your comparisons. You can see a little bit clear in the distance with the trees, I guess. The rocks here in the foreground. The sharpness of his feet. But the Switch 1 is so friggin' old. And then Nvidia comes out and it's like, oh yeah, with this DLSS and ray trace, and it's just like, yo. So Nvidia comes out here and they start capping for the thing because it's their chip in there. 10% more GPU performance than the Switch 1. Just think how old the Switch 1 is. That's $20 upgrade right there. I just showed you right there for Zelda. DLSS AI upscaling via Tensor cores, ray tracing cores, VRR HDR support, G-Sync enabled in portable mode. But again, it's not across the board. Thank you, Christopher Duran. I appreciate it. Thank you. And as we saw in the Switch thing, the release, some games, not all, some games, it's an open market. It's like, yeah, who's gonna do anything? Here's your Cyberpunk 2020, 2077, 1080p 40 frames while docked, 720p 30 to 40 frames in handheld. $70 at launch. Yo!
Ron. My God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Where's Ron?
Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now? No Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, Ron. Yeah.
Where's Ron? I need explanations.
Ron. Where are you?
Holy crap. People are going to war right now. They're like, yo, the Steam Deck. Are you kidding me? The Steam Deck. But I understand, grinders. I don't listen. Nobody's buying the Switch 2 for Cyberpunk. Nobody's buying. We know this. That's why you have Mario Kart 8 in the top 10 for a goddamn decade. That's why. Because Nintendo is fueled by its games. All this other shit is like, oh, look, we got partnerships. Cyberpunk on a Switch, that's nice. Then nobody no. Nobody's buying a Switch for Cyberpunk. It's the Nintendo games. And they are banking on it. And this is the thing that Nintendo is playing. They're playing a risky game. They know that people are going to come there. Exactly. RMA. There you go. Nintendo games are not found anywhere. Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Metro, those are facts. And they are banking on that statement right there. They are going all in. Screw everybody. Yeah, you could put your stuff on there, but they are banking that their games will carry this system for its entirety. And you know what? It may. But there's some wild shit out there that they're doing that may rub people the wrong way. That treehouse was going down. People were complaining about the price, and that was before the tariff shit. They are exclusive, Josh, and that's the power of exclusives, and Nintendo is banking on that power more than anybody. They are so extra confident right now, and you know what? They ran into the same rigmarole with the Wii U. They were riding high off the Wii, man. That Wii was selling Wii Play with the strap-on stick in the box. They banked the shit out of the Wii, and they're like, yo, we'll throw in a tablet, let them play on the couch, these bitches, and let them play like a handheld DS, and they fell flat on their face with that Wii U. Now, I don't think the Switch 2 is going to fall the fate of the Wii U, because I think they stayed close to what they know, which is the Switch and the backwards compatibility. So I do think that they're definitely going to be able to carry this out, because it's not a diversion from what the Wii to the Wii U were, where people got pissed. The Switch 2 is very close to the Switch 1, that I think they could kind of just ride this bullshit out. And grinders. Yo, I said it's my birthday party. We're gonna leave you with trust me. It is gonna be a party, grinders. It is going to be a party like you've never seen before. So hit that like button. Over 200 people in here. Hit that like button, because you. First, we'll get into this. First, we'll go into this one. Let's hear the villain himself. Let's hear the villain himself. Let's hear what Bowser's cooking. Yo, let's hear what this guy. Let's hear what he has to say about talking about prices.
A lot of excitement about this one. I do want to talk a little bit about just kind of the life cycle of these consoles. It's been 8 years since
8 years, dude. 8 friggin' years.
Came. The Switch came off of a kind of disappointing console, the Wii U, which came off of. We know how the cycle has been going. I guess the question now is, with the Switch 2, how do you avoid that trap again? What makes the Switch 2 a worthwhile upgrade so you don't kind of fall into that Wii U moment again?
Yeah, I think of a lot of it is happening behind us right now. And really for us, it's about creating that next generation of gaming platforms for us and doing it in a way that really enhances the overall gameplay for consumers. And with Switch 2, we've taken the things that you know and love about Nintendo Switch, but then added very powerful gameplay features and social features. So it's that understanding of your past and your legacy and what worked well, and then how can you supplement that with improved features, improved interaction to create what we've created today, which is Switch 2.
Part of that's under the hood, and I know you've partnered with NVIDIA on that. Can you just talk a little bit about the improvements we're going to see for these gameplay on a technical level? What can you achieve now as a developer on the Switch 2 that you maybe couldn't have done on the Switch 1?
Yeah, so there's a few features that I'll call out. First of all, the new and improved Joy-Con, really redesigned from the ground up. And the Joy-Con two, which are the controllers that you have.
Oh, what is going on? This guy Bowser, he's goddamn Bowser the Clown. You know in Mario Brothers 3? You know when he's in the clown cars? What is it, Bowser in Mario Brothers 3? Holy shit! Hollow fact, he did nothing. Was it 3? No, it was Super Mario World. Yo, where's it? In the clown car? Is it 3? Which one is it? When he's in the clownmobile. The guy in the clownmobile, where is he? Here he is. We found Bowser. I found him. Here he is. This is him right here. Here's the Bowser. He's running around the goddamn clownmobile. Doug Bowser, there you are. Fucking clown show. Holy shit. Here he is. Doug Bowser in the clown cart. Next generation features. Dude, what generation you talking about? Yo, there's Doug Bowser. There he is. The fucking clown mobile. He's like, hello, with next generation features. Redesigned from the ground up my ass. There he is. There's Doug Bowser. Fucking clown cart. Oh, shit. Dude, the genuine goddamn... Yo. What are you doing to Nintendo?
Have either when it's on the device or when you disconnect, when you're in a docking mode. We've designed from the ground up the control sticks. We've increased the size of the shoulder button. We've improved the overall feedback and rumble that you feel when you're playing the game. So that's just one example. From a CPU and GPU standpoint, we've greatly improved that capability and capacity, which is now allowing developers to really bring deeper and richer content to the platform.
Price is a big issue here. Everyone's talking about
it. Oh, yeah. Tell us about
150.
price. Yo, Doug Bowser, get in there. Get in there, you goddamn clown. There you go. Get in there. Holy crap. Price. Yo, it is.
$2 more.
Let's hear what you got to say about price.
The original Switch
Super Mario World was fire.
Can you talk a little bit about why we're seeing such a big price increase versus the previous generation?
So I think it boils down to a couple of things. First of all, the hardware unit itself, which has a lot of improved features, from some of the things I talked about earlier with the Joy-Con 2, also to the LCD screen that is much larger and much deeper and richer. And then there's the CPU and GPU processing power that allows for much deeper game development, and I think an ability to bring even more developers onto the platform. And then laid on top of that is the social features that we haven't talked about. But Game Chat is this unique feature that lays on top of any game.
Did he just say unique feature? Oh, geez, Bowser. Get out of the clown car. Get out of the clown car, Bowser. Get out of there. Holy shit.
That you play.
Look at the camera. Yo, that's 2P.
One button seamlessly, you can connect with your friends. You can chat with them via audio, or with 4 of them, you can have them on a video camera and have this opportunity to interact and talk about the games you're playing.
Now we're sitting here on April 2nd. It just so happens, as we're recording this, the President of the United States right now is announcing his tariffs. You and so many other executives are pulling their hair out, trying to figure out how do I price
I don't know if he's pulling his
products.
hair out. Hold on, pause.
How did that come into play as you're deciding how to price the Switch 2 here in the United States?
Yeah. As we price the Switch 2, the price we announced today of $449 for the single SKU, we didn't consider tariffs into that equation. We felt that that was going to be the right price point for our consumers and the right value proposition, if you will, for the device that we're creating. A lot of news today. We're still all trying to really understand it better and understand what possible impacts, may rise from that. But nothing I can really add to, today's discussion around pricing.
And then after that, they wound up delaying. So April 9th, you cannot pre-order it yet. That was what you're supposed to do. Because of these tariffs, and they don't know what to do, they're now delaying it. But they're still keeping the launch date as June 5th. Oh, there you go. I didn't even know they were going to say that. But yeah, there you go. So yeah. So as of April 4th. Uh-oh. Nintendo Glaze.
Typically, consoles lose money, but you make them up, not on the hardware, but you make it up on the software. Is that kind of the idea with this as well?
Well, I would say that we all are trying to find a way to maintain, if you will, margins on the hardware, even though they may be more slim than they are on software. But yeah, the whole proposition, really, the value add proposition here is once you install the hardware, we want to keep consumers engaged. We want to make sure that they're seeing the value in their investment in one of our devices. So we're ensuring that we always have gameplay experiences and a regular cadence of gameplay experiences that allows them to come in, purchase, try.
Oh man, I do not see people. Look at this. They're destroying the controllers, the mouse function.
The next game and really staying engaged
with the device. Oh man, the kids are going to destroy this thing.
That's part of the success we had with the Nintendo Switch.
I think that's one thing people miss out a lot is the value you get out of games. You might go to the movies, pay $30 or whatever for one outing at the movies, but that's a 2-hour experience, whereas this...
All right, dude. Stop glazing them.
I don't know if you've seen...
Here's your accessories. Yo. Here's your price. I want to hear this. That shit camera's $50.
$80. That's a lot for a game. I know it's typically not
there
what
he comes.
Charges. And then we look at the Donkey Kong game that's coming
there he comes. Bowser in the clown car.
$70. Can you talk a little bit about how the gaming pricing strategy is?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Kind of the benchmark for a AAA game from Nintendo. What should we be expecting in the Switch 2 generation as far as how much we're going to be spending on these games?
Yeah, I would say that we're not really looking to establish a benchmark for pricing. We look at every game and every experience and determine what we believe is the right price point based on that experience. You've had a chance to play Mario Kart World and see how deeply immersive it is and how fun it is. And we haven't shown everything yet. We still have a Mario Kart World Direct that'll be coming that'll show even the deeper feature set. So we believe based on the depth and breadth of the play and the repeatability of the play over time, the pricing that we announced is the right pricing. But again, other games like you mentioned, Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's going to be at a $70 price point because that is what we feel is the right price point for that particular gaming experience.
So there's no standard price, basically.
There's no standard price.
What about for third-party titles? Is that kind of up to the developer?
That's exactly right. It's really their choice based, again, on the type of gameplay experience that they're bringing.
Let's talk about supply.
Oof. Yo. Yeah. So that means I bet you every game that has a Mario in it is going to be $80. There you go. Price the depth of Mario Tennis $80, Mario Golf $80, the Mario tax. Oh shit, we got the Mario money. That's right. You heard it here, the Gaming Grindhouse. We got that Mario money. Coins for the king.
Really interesting.
There he is, get him, Bowser.
Got a plumber hat, slinging like a pro. Gold coins jingling everywhere I go. Stacking castles, yeah, that's my mission. Jumping blocks, call it fiscal ambition. Fireballs fly while the profits ignite. Princess got the stash, but the bills feel tight. Spin the pipe, yeah, cash underground. In the mushroom kingdom, I reign profound. Super Mario money, I want it all. From the tallest tower to the dungeon hall. Koopas can't stop me, I'm making it rain. Got a mansion of gold and a legacy to claim. Power power-ups pop, my wallet expands. Taking those mushrooms, money in my hands. Nintendo cooking, stirring up finesse. Switch to dreams, upgrades no less. From 8-bit coins to pixel fame, every jump's got purpose.
There he goes.
No game, I'm the boss of bosses. Stacking the vault, they say it's greedy, I call it results. Super Mario money, I want it all. From the tallest tower to the dungeon hall. Koopas can't stop me, I'm making it rain. Got a mansion of gold and a legacy to claim.
Mario money, bitch. That's right, you get the friggin' Mario tax. Everything that you jump around is $80. Gaming Grindhouse music coming straight at you.
Where years of supply constraints, or the PlayStation 5 years of supply constraints. No,
they got that thing ready to cook, he said. Let's see him talking. Let's see him cap for this 5 frames chat.
Kind of features by design. And then you said parental controls are going to be part of it. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys thought through game chat to make sure it is safe for kids? Because we're seeing on mobile games, on tablet games, we're seeing huge issues with this right now. Parents are concerned.
Player safety is critically important, in particular.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that camera? Somebody puts that junk on it.
That we're addressing at the industry level, whether that's through the ESA or whether that's through the ESRB. When it comes specific to Nintendo, there's a couple layers that we can implement. So first of all, with Game Chat, when you choose Game Chat, you're only choosing from a list of your friends. So you're not going online to a wide open...
No strangers.
That's right. It is your friends, and it's your friend list, and those people that you've invited into your gaming environment. Second, for kids 15 and under, we're putting on top of that the parental control app, where parents, not on the device, but via a separate app on their mobile phone, can actually be a part of their kids' gaming experience. And they have the ability, beyond who the kids can chat with and play with, they have the ability to control the amount of time kids can play, whether they can purchase products from the eShop, what types of titles or what types of games they can play. And yes, very importantly, for kids 15 and under, they also have to be a part of the decision to even use Game Chat, and they have to activate Game Chat from the app that's on the parent's phone. So we feel we've got a number of layers.
What about the camera
that ensure the safety of?
You know, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you something. I understand public opening it up to don't talk to any Tom, Dick, and Harry and stuff like that. But it's you. What about if your friend puts his junk on the camera? How are you protecting that, Bowser? What are you doing about that? What are you doing? Is my friend and his balls are on my screen. What are you doing if your friend's balls show up on that camera at 2p? What are you doing? You want to see a stranger's balls, but what happens if your friend's balls shows up on the corner?
They say it's greedy, I call it results. Super Mario money.
What are we doing here? You put a camera there, bitch! So I'm not seeing a stranger's nuts, but my friend's balls are gonna be right in the fucking screen! Goddamn juicy balls at 2 frames at 2p resolution. I mean, what the fuck are those things? They're grapes! Dude, put your grapes away! What the fuck are they doing on my screen? like people think like, oh man, it's these lurkers, it's these strangers out there that are trying to. Yeah, I am sure. The friends are just as bad. Your friends, right? Right? How do you protect against that? The fucking 2 resolution camera. Like, look. Yo. With Bowser, get over here. I got a problem. How are you going to solve this one? Where's your next-gen feature? I remember Uno back in the Xbox days. How does I prevent my friends that I know from showing their balls right here? What is that little thing of fucking grapes? They're Jeff Keighley nuts. Yo, you're not going to see a stranger's nuts, but who's going to stop my friend from showing his nuts on the goddamn camera? Super Mario dick, we're swinging in the wind. The fuck what we doing? Bowser, fix this. I played Uno back in the 360 days. Yo, this shit was wild. Before fucking live strip clubs. It was before Twitch. Yo, how's this guy's head don't turn into a pair of balls? You're my friend. People be slinging dicks out on the Switch with the fucking 2 megapixel camera they got going on over there. How are you fixing that? It's a me. Oh shit, it's a balls.
Have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything.
Dude, we gotta take a bet on how many. Yo, we're gonna take a bet on how many days before somebody's on on the internet says I just sold my first pair of balls on the Switch.
I can go directly to Black Nut.
What are you doing? I don't think that camera for $50 and a 2 megapixel is gonna friggin' detect a pair of nuts versus somebody's face. Oh, did you put face detection in there?
Have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything.
Watch this. Did you put some AI in the Nintendo camera for $50 to detect the face so my friend's nuts don't show up in the corner at 5 frames at 2 megapixels? 2 fucking grapes. It's a me. No, it's a pair of balls. Oh shit. Launch day. Oh no.
I can go directly to Black
Bowser's nuts. This is what I mean, Nintendo. We need nut detection. I hope that camera got some fucking AI on it. Because you know, day one, Mario Party's turning into a fucking ball party.
Exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this.
Watch this. Watch this upgrade. Holy shit. It's a me. It's like, oh, I hit my fucking balls. Fuck you and your Mario Kart. Like, oh shit, what are we doing here? I just bought the Switch for the kids. Well, I got you that camera. It looks like a goddamn penis on the side of the goddamn TV. Oh, shit. Mom, what's this? Oh, hey, who are these people? These are my friends. They're friends. My friends. My friends. That's what I mean. That's why they're so stupid. Like, oh, it's the strangers. It just, you know they're friends. It's Sue's kid across the street. Why is his nuts on my son's screen? Like, it doesn't matter if you're friends or not. It doesn't stop that. It doesn't stop.
I can go directly to Black Nut.
From him pulling out the junk saying, fuck your Mario Kart. Oh, hey. How are we protecting the kids? Put the cameras away. Get new friends. Don Johnson's getting new friends, dude. It's gonna be a fucking party. It's gonna be a party when your friend down the street takes a Switch and puts it down his fucking pants. He goes, there you go. Roll these nuts. Oh, shit.
You can go directly to Black Nut.
That's what I was gonna say. Yo, you just got the Switch 2 launch day. Here goes my fucking pants. And my ass crack. There you go. You won the game, bitch. Oh, shit.
Oh, PlayStation.
Oh, get on the PlayStation. The ball washing. Oh, man. Who put their Switch down their pants? Who took that fucking stick of a camera, shoved up their ass, did a fucking colonoscopy in the mini screen 15 frames a second? Oh, shit. What are we doing here, Bowser? Man. The goddamn camera looks like a fucking colonoscopy camera anyway. That thing's begging to go in somebody's pants. Oh, shit. Look at this. Where is it, Bowser? You gotta answer your question. Look at this thing. This is yo, Bowser. This camera right here, this is looking just to go down somebody's. Yo, what fucking over here? Bowser, look at this. You made a goddamn colonoscopy camera right here. Dude, this thing is begging to go down somebody's pants. What are we doing here, Bowser? Look at this stick of a. Yo, that's a fucking Nintendo Switch 2 colonoscopy camera. That thing's begging to go in somebody's ass. God damn it, Bowser, 2 frames a second. What are we fucking out of here? Oh. Look at this thing. Look at this. It has a handle and everything, dude. That thing, you don't even have to bend over to put that shit in your pants. You can just put, yo, this is what I think about your Mario Party. Who are these kids? They're my friends. I'm 45. Everything looks like a fucking colonoscopy camera. But, dude, that thing is looking. Yo, it has a handle and everything, man. Sue's kid down the street. He's grabbing the handle. That shit's going right down the pants when he's playing Mario Party. And how are we going to protect the kids? We protect the kids. It's going to go, I won Mario Party. This is what I think of you.
Exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts. Watch this.
Oh, shit. Anyway. It's just asking, dude. Bowser, why did you make the camera look like that? That has a handle and everything. That's going right down the pants. I don't give a shit if you're friends and you know them. You're not protecting me from the friends' balls going on the screen. We need face detect. But if for $50, Nintendo's not throwing face detect in there. Balls, asses, and breasts are all over the place. They'll be all over smutting that camera at 5p. Oh, man, Bowser, you're not protecting the kids. And the parents could get involved on the goddamn app. Yo, the app is not going to show what my kid's seeing on the goddamn screen. I know you're preventing the stranger's nuts, but what about his friend's nuts? What are we doing here? When Mario Party goes crazy, late night Mario parties.
Game chat, and they have to.
That's right. Let's see him. Oh, you won Mario Party? There's a party in my pants. There goes the camera, and there goes the balls on the screen at 2p, all fuzzy, and it look like grapes.
Game chat from the app that's on the parents' phone.
Bowser, please.
We've got a number.
Look at the clown. He's even wearing a Bowser thing. Well, where's the clown? Where is he? There he is. Hey, fucking circus.
Layers of security that ensure the safety of children as they play.
Talk about the age verification process here, because that's another issue with kids and games. We're seeing it happen right now on the mobile app stores. There's some laws being passed. How do you guys do age verification?
Age verification is done via the parents as they sign up their children's account. So we really do. We encourage parents to be a part of their kids' gaming.
Oh, bullshit. They got more restrictions on sharing their games to just your family than to having the voice and all the video privacy. What about dude, you better ask this dopey bastard about that piece of shit camera, because that opens up a whole can of worms that we're not ready for. Yo, they got rid of Kinect for a reason. People were walking around their house goddamn naked, and Kinect was scanning their ass. Goddamn Phil Spencer got his eyes on them. You were walking around there, it's like Xbox on, fucking got people naked with the nude because of that piece of shit Kinect. They got rid of it.
Maybe they don't.
But no, the parents will control all the voice features and stuff. But what really going to fuck you up is when we only allow you to share with your family 14 days, only 14 days. They got restrictions on their games like goddamn Fort Knox. But the camera, oh yeah, shove it down your pants. Who gives a shit? It's your friends. We just don't want you to see the stranger's nuts. But your friend's nuts and your friend's ass, that's on the table. As long as they're your friends, their nuts and ass are a go. We're not filtering for that shit. We're good with that. But wait, if you want to share your games, oh shit, now we're talking. Now it's business. Fuck the asses and balls. What, you want to share your games? Oh, they better be relatives to you. You better have the same blood type as them. They only get it for 14 days. Then Nintendo pulls out the stops. Then they're pulling out the strict thing. Yo, friends' balls, put them on the screen. But you want to share those games? Oh, shit. Wait a second. Whoa, hold on. Whoa. They better be the same blood type. They better be in the same house. You better share the same bathroom. And then we'll allow you to share the game only 14 days. They better eat dinner with you. They better eat dinner. They better do some chores around the house. They do all those things? Well, then you can share the game with them for 15 days. They're on your family. There you get they're there. They shit in the same place. They sleep in the same bed. They're okay. Now we put them under restrictions. Now we're talking serious. Now it's not a joke anymore. We're sharing games. Oh, shit. Nintendo, we're going to put the foot down. But, yo, you want to see your friend's balls on the screen at 2p? Yeah, we're good on that. Yeah, put your friend's ass on the screen. It's okay. That's okay. But when you want to share your games, they better be the same blood type. You better be sharing DNA.
want to play with their kids. We encourage that too, and we try to make our our games approachable so they can do that. But we really do want parents to be a part of their children's gaming process. So as they're setting up the Nintendo account, we want them to be a part of that overall. But there isn't a verification process per se where we would identify an ID or anything. Think of us as an entertainment company, because going all the way to learn that these characters and these worlds to that strategy I talked about, which is increasing the number of touch points consumers have with our characters and our worlds. We do view mobile, and whether it's games and or applications, as one way that we can do that. And we still have active mobile games across the number. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and offering Nintendo Switch 2 editions, so abilities to up-res the gameplay, to have more features available, and those will be given for free through the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pass subscription. Music's another great example. So we are looking for ways to engage our consumers through that subscription model in a lot of different ways.
Not just games.
Not just games, exactly. Exactly.
Finally, we got to talk about artificial intelligence. I know Nintendo's not an AI company. I don't think you're going to launch a chatbot to compete with OpenAI anytime soon. But at the same time, we've already started to see some gaming companies dabble in it. Just a few weeks ago, Roblox had their own AI model for 3D game generation. Electronic Arts is thinking about it. We're starting to see some dabbling there. How's Nintendo thinking about it? Do you see it speeding up game development, for example? Do you see more creative tools? Like, I'm thinking like a Super Mario Maker type of situation. How are you guys thinking about injecting AI into your games?
Yeah. I'm always a little careful not to speak on behalf of the developers. I want them to talk about their art and what we do. But if we think about just technology in general to start with, as we look at technology, we always want to make sure the technology we may be leveraging, whether it's to develop our games or whether it's in our devices, is going to create a better gameplay experience. It starts there and goes back to those smiles I was talking about generating. So that's
it'll be smiles.
Part of our decision.
They're going to be smiles. I'll tell you that. It'll be smiles.
AI. Obviously, AI is very popular right now. It's being used broadly in a number of different ways. It could be used, to enhance productivity. Even within my organization, it can be used to enhance productivity and how we get things done. So there's one utilization. What I would say is, if developers choose to use AI, and it is a discussion,
answer the goddamn question, Bowser. Stop clowning around.
Develop and build our games.
So no bots.
You're not doing shit. All right, listen. Uncut, unraw. We're gonna. You're here. You're here for it all, grinders. That was the Bowser interview. We went wild on with the camera, but grinders. If I haven't seen something, grinders.
As the ancient scholar in
wait a second. No. Here it is, grinders. What is going on here, YouTubes? Why is this glitching? Okay, grinders. There is something that you're not ready. I'm told you when I was going to give you the warning. Hit that like button. We're going to have this is something that I have never. So all the things that we've talked about, the Nintendo glaze is real. And listen, it's full throttle. Bowser knows it. He knows everybody. He knows. But grinders, what you're about to see is something that's very, very, very intense. So pucker up that ass, get ready, because the glazing, you haven't seen anything yet.
The Switch 2 is finally here! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Sit down!
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, that's good. They don't tell them the price in this thing. But when they start showing this stuff, yo. All right, Mario Kart. No, that was hype. All right, you're hype there, right? Wait.
I love the number of this Mario Kart 9. They're trying to make a point that no, this is a big upgrade.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features.
Or brand new experience. Oh, here we go.
I expected that.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Where's this?
Give me good ones.
Alone. That's what I am. Welcome to my 20s, folks.
The Joy-Con works.
Nintendo Discord. Finally. Oh, they don't see the price. Let's see the camera.
By those dinosaurs. Oh my god, again. Imagine Animal Crossing! Dude, please stop.
You don't even have to be playing the same game.
Wait, you're right! They're playing different games at the bottom! Dude! Okay, this is way more popular than I expected. Casting 4 or 5 different games at once? That is insane!
I never understand that when people go to these events and they tell other people to be quiet. It's like, dude, if you want people to be quiet, watch it in your own house by yourself. But don't come to this and tell people to stop talking and to be quiet. I never understood that. It's like, I'm going to go here. All right, be quiet, be quiet. Get quiet. Fucking go home. You know what you're going into here. This is the Nintendo den. This is the Nintendo den. Ain't nobody gonna be quiet. They're gonna be cheering for every goddamn thing that's out there. The clowns, man. Right? You go in there. Oh, wait on. Be quiet. I want to hear it. Go fucking watch it somewhere else, dude. I want to see how they responded to the mouse control. I wish they showed the price. They definitely quiet around here.
To understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. The current location is actually inside the game itself.
Wait! The UI! Is that the UI? Welcome to us.
I can't believe they gave him $10.
Oh wait, I think that's a tech demo. Oh yeah, no, if it's a tech demo, it's their version of Astro's Playroom, I guess.
See? The guy said he thinks it's a version of Astro's Playroom. Nope, Nintendo got you. See, this is the thing. Watching this, you feel a certain way. But once Doug Bowser came out there, balls deep, and gave you the rigmarole, story changes. Oh, this is like Astro's Playroom. This is included. Oh, look, we can get to play these things. That's exactly what you think. But no, Nintendo says no. $10.
Hello, is this thing on?
Nintendo Switch Edition.
Oh, they got us.
Somebody said they got us. He knows. There's the camera. Dude, who says your friend's balls will show up in the camera? Dude, who says your friend's balls don't show up in the camera over there?
That's so funny. The technology in this console is way more advanced than we think.
It's gonna be all over this shit. What is this? Yeah!
Doug Bowser's favorite game.
That's awesome. That's fun. The Wonder Flowers.
Wonder Flowers.
Let's see. Yeah, not screaming for that.
One of the few good things coming out of WB these days is this game. Wait, what about the pirate game?
I guess they wanted these games. I thought they were going to be carrying on Nintendo games.
Now don't use. Oh my God! I swear to God!
Yes! Oh my God! Thank you!
There it is. GameCube. And that's only on Nintendo Switch too. Hey man, this shows you. I'm telling you, no matter what Nintendo does, Bowser knows what to press. So I think the Switch 2 is gonna do fine. It's just crazy how much Nintendo's doing that may influence other people to do the same thing. Don't shut up. I don't understand that, dude. That's so annoying. He got more. GTA. Nah, they're not doing GTA. Oh, this is that Bloodborne. This is that game. Yeah, they weren't. I don't know if they weren't too hyped for this one. I don't think. Yeah, see that game, yo. This is like your hardcore Nintendo, man. They weren't too hyped about that Demon Souls, that Dark Souls type game. They didn't seem too hyped about that. But watch what happens when you drop Kirby! Yeah. That different reaction than that, that Demon Souls game. FromSoft, you better get ready with that port. FromSoft, you better get ready. Yo, FromSoft, you better get ready with that port over there. They don't know about that one. DK. Poor Nintendo, man. They didn't show them what the prices were. All the man, they showed them all the good stuff. Nintendo finessed them.
No Mario though.
They won that Mario game.
Wow, that was
Yeah, man, they didn't react at all. I'll show you.
Castlevania, bro. Wait,
I thought it was Castlevania too.
Wait, I saw the whip though. No way, no way. Borderlands! Is it Elden Ring 4? No, wait, we're gonna get to a rebound. The move from Majora's Mask. It gotta be the Dark Souls. What else about
They're thinking of every other game besides the game that it is.
It's hard to tell because it looks like all the other FromSoft games. Yo, but FromSoft, I was not expecting them to show up.
Yeah, nah, dude, not this one. Nah, Bowser's, not this one.
I think it is Bloodborne. It's a dinosaur. Captain Toad right here. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, something.
One dude clapping. The difference. And that's what I said. Dude, they're living and dying by the Nintendo games. They are living and dying by Nintendo. And they're betting strong on it, but I think they got a strong crowd. And I think it's going to do fine. But man, just the Nintendo news, like technology-wise, they are cutting so many corners that should come as expected. And that's where I think a lot of the problems have come up with Nintendo with the bad news. It's like, okay, back then when you launched the Switch 1, you could get away with that stuff. But now when there's a lot more like the Steam Deck and stuff like that, like you really got to kind of catch up, especially it's been so long. And I think that, you know, they really did drop the ball on a lot of the kind of the tech and things like that. And even the differences that you've seen between generations, like it really is almost like the Switch 2 is based. Oh, they reacted crazy. Oh, I forgot that one. The Final Fantasy. Oh no, that was a huge reaction, dude. That was huge. Where's that one? I forgot that one. Yeah, that one they went crazy for. Hold on, I'll get that one.
It's a 26 character.
Yeah, Madden, Tony Hawk, nah.
Look, it's GoldenEye.
Wait. Wait. Where the hell was the Final Fantasy one? think it was the beginning of right after the GameCube. No, that's... Yeah, I don't know what that game is. Sorry about that. I don't know that one. Yeah, I don't know where the hell it was. Oh, it was before this one, sorry. Yeah, the Street Fighter.
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh my god.
Sorry. I don't know where the hell that... I don't know. But they went crazy. Yeah, no, Final Fantasy was huge. Final Fantasy was huge. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, man, like, I just think like Nintendo is just wild stuff that they're doing right now, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with that camera. Grinded, we'll see what happens with that camera. My goodness, my goodness. But anyway, yo, stayed real long here for the Grindhouse birthday. Let me make sure I got everybody here. We're gonna play the Toodaloo songs here. I think I got everybody. Yep, we got everybody here. Yo, I want to thank everybody. It was fun. Yo, it was a fun show. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for all the support and everything. Hopefully you had a good time tonight. I know I did. It was fun. The Bowser Glaze, watching him, and dude, that guy, this is Doug Bowser Switch right now. Hopefully he knows what he's doing, but we will see. But Grinders, let's listen to a Trash Finger as we head out. Nintendo has lost their damn minds, man, and it is crazy. But well, I don't know. We'll see what they do, man. I don't think they're going to have a problem selling it. It's just, I think because they got the games. And that's what I said. It's all about the games, and they are showing how powerful their IP and games let you get away with stuff. People are going to look the other way because they know this is the only place to play them. And that's the thing, you know? They don't care. Nuts on screen and everything, man. That's the only place to play Mario Party. Like, that's what's happening, you know? So, we'll see, you know? We will see what they do, but I don't really think it's a fail. I don't think it's not going to sell. I think it's going to do fine, but we will see how long legs it has, or if they depend some on the Switch One, you know, to carry them still. Because I'm telling you, that's going to go down in price. But exclusives matter, and if anybody's going to show you Nintendo, you know, is all that price and all that stuff and all that policy stuff. They will put up with it because that's what exclusives and games do. So when somebody goes around and telling you exclusives don't matter, that's because they're not getting them. But exclusives matter. And, you know, sometimes you have to weed through the bullshit. But I think Nintendo is pushing a little above their weight, though, with some of the features and some of the things that they're doing. But like I said before, Nintendo has this thing of like they're gonna front load those features and with the camera and all that chat and all that shit. And then basically what they do is they put a couple of games out that take a advance of the gimmicks of the generation, and then it kind of fades away and it goes right into the gameplay, and maybe some of the gimmicks come back. Like, that's kind of what they do. They did it with the Switch One, with the 3D Rumble and all that other shit. And then, you know, the IR blaster that was in the controller and stuff. And then they kind of just faded away. They'll do the same thing now with this one. And basically, you know, show like these demos and all this other stuff. And nobody will really use it. And they'll just, maybe a game here or there might use it. But that's about it. And they'll get into the making the games. But Grinders, hit that like button. It's been a great show. We got some Trash Finger groove music coming your way because we hit our milestone. Even though YouTube is not saying it, I counted it. We're good. It's birthday time. Good night, Grinders. Hit that like button. Keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse for fun, gaming, entertainment, streaming, memes, music, and whatever else I could throw at this channel. Hit that like button. Thank you for an awesome birthday. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the wishes. And keep it locked here at the Gaming Grindhouse. Subscribe if you're new. Become a member. Enjoy all the emojis and VIP videos and music that you get exclusively as a member. There, more coming your way. Good night, Grinders. Thank you again. Uh-oh, here it comes.
hiding fingers made of scrap steel. Rusty digits tapping codes, deals they seal. Trap house aroma, garlic mixed with grime. Fumes creeping thick like ghosts lost in time. Trash fingers tapping, melodies of decay. Beating up beats in the shadowed alleyway. Rot rising up, funk's choking on the breeze. Underground symphony, dirty notes tease. What's that smell? Pungent, something burnt raw. Rubber soles melting as they scrape the jaw. Booty strolling heavy, a ruckus in the dark. A grimy monologue, fury leaving marks. Dumpster drum kits bang under orange skies. Match fingers conjure beats while the city cries. Trash never slept, sent tracks to our loss. His hands crafting anthems from the urban drawers. Fingers tapping, melodies of decay. Beating up beats in the shadowed alleyway. Rot rising up, funk's choking on the breeze. Underground symphony, dirty notes tease. Marching to the rhythm of despair. Trash symphony building with pollution's air. Booty conductor, baton bent and charred, leading a parade where the streets wore scars.